And then we're in the thing, right? Is it working?
I don't know.
We're on the thing. I can see us on the Twitch. What's up, everyone?
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
My name's Kyle. This is Face and Fables, Gearhearts Rising. And sorry,
Are we supposed to do something?
We've been gone for a little bit, but we are back playing some D&D here. It's is it cliche to say it's been a while?
It's been a while.
There it is. All right. We got a lot of game stuff to get into, so I don't want to take up too much time. Let's just get right into some intros here, and then intro video, and then we are ready to play some D&D. So, a lot of game stuff to get to. Take it away, Nick.
Oh, hi, I'm Nick. I play Fultz, where two of my friends are dead, and I'm just a monkey instead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Cody. I'm afraid I don't know who I'm playing anymore, being that, as you might have heard, my paladin died.
Hey.
Hence the,
That was
hence
like-
the blank screen. I like it.
Oh my god, I'm rolling like a. Oh, I'm Kayla. I was Alona, and who the heck knows who I am now? Not me.
What about Mister?
Oh well, he's still kicking, so that's good. But he's gonna get a broken heart and slowly degrade into rust and spare parts.
Percy will take
Now
care
that's
of
just
him.
uncalled for
It's
and
what
very
happens.
mean.
It's what happens when an artificer dies. I'm assuming it's
Ow.
what happens to their little companion. I don't know.
Oh.
It's the magic of the bond that keeps them going.
Maybe we'll just
I'm
go
Crab.
It would just
You
be battery dies, not rusts.
All right, so I'm Crab. I play Jill.
Save us, Jill. Save us, Crab.
We got two dead guys. Don't know one of them's dead, but you know. Go ahead without me. Well, lay down.
Same.
So I'm Heather. I play Persephone Sharonford Vanderoth Kearney de Renard III, and she's going to start burning some people.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It sounds like Kevin's intro.
Ooh.
Kevin, you gotta make something else new now. Someone took it from you.
Speaking of which,
You can't say
segue
fire
into
now.
Kevin. Go ahead, Kevin.
I'm Kevin. I play Styx, a friendly neighborhood goblin, and he's got an idea for a very large fire in this entire building.
Fantastic.
Let's see who gets to it first.
Oh no, we're just gonna team up on this.
Yeah.
He lights it. I just accelerated.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Well, let's see how that goes. Coming up here in just a second, after I play the intro video with all of the
Oh my
things.
God.
Okay, let's do that. Ready? Boop, beep. But we're back, so that's cool. All right. Well, so welcome back, everyone. Let's just jump right into the recap here, because again, it has been a little bit of time.
Wow.
Nope. It's been a
It's
little
been
bit
a time.
It's been a time.
It's been a time.
So, last time on Fates and Fables, Gearhearts Rising, the Gearhearts have recently traversed to the city of Scavengers, or also known as Scavenger City. Almost like a little mini side quest of sorts. Once you arrived here, you helped the good doctor save his daughter from the clutches of the Three Tails after she, without permission, was exploring one of the newly open mine shafts that belong to the Three Tails, the Groundworks Corporation, I believe is what it's called. Fast forward. You helped the doctor. You helped find his daughter. Everything seemed okay. You made a deal with the wizard who was part of the Three Tails, the one of the three heads of the Three Tails, if you will, known as Thurgood. You killed one of the three heads, known as Stifle, I believe, and made a deal with the second of the Three Tail heads with Thurgood. And now one of your party members has recently been introduced one-on-one with the third and final and head member of the Three Tails, known as Harley. You came up with a plan. You devised somewhat of a peace treaty, somewhat of a pact with the sage, the mage sage there, to meet with him later in the evening, along with your other recently acquired allies with the Dingus Boys, to make this full frontal assault with the Gearhearts, the Dingus Boys, and Thurgood giving you the backdoor entrance in there to perhaps surprise the last member of the Three Tails to liberate the city, and also kind of put another chink in the armor to the overall umbrella company known as the Red Buzzards, which is part of one of your characters' backstories there, dating back to the Blood Tusks and the Fallen. So it's almost 3 of the 5 segments there to the Red Buzzards that you guys are working on currently. But then, man, when you have a plan in D&D, is usually when none of it goes to any sort of fruition, as one of your party members traversed into the Three Tails Tower on her own, doing some reconnaissance, and then was escorted upstairs. Other members of the party have split off in different directions, and you notice that Misfits and Homie were acting a little strange, and putting 2 and 2 together with a missing Alona, Misfit acting strange, Styx actually seeing Alona walk into the tower unaccompanied, quickly put together that something must be awry, as Volt turned himself into a giant lizard dinosaur creature, and you guys mounted onto his back and just flew up to the tower, crashed into the top, and teleported into this pink and purple bioluminescent cavern, seemingly somewhere in the tower. Upon which a larger battle ensued with these crystal geode rock creatures that started to emerge. One blue, one purple, one red, and one very, very large that split into 2. And as the fights started to subside, as one of your party members threw one off the bridge, as another party member turned into an ape and pushed another one into the abyss down below, as the dust started to settle and you finally killed off the last creature, you turn around to see one of your party members, Frey, impaled, lifeless, in the back of the cavern. And as all this happens, you guys, as all of this happens, you finish smashing off this final creature off to the side as Styx, the warg machine, and the giant ape. And Jill, as you look up to the side and see Frey impaled, everyone go ahead and just make a generic, basic start of the session. It's been a while. Let's roll some dice. Perception check, please. All of you who
What's
are
the
alive
modifier
anyway.
for being dead?
Well, yeah. All the ones who are alive.
What is the modifier for dead? 15.
You said perception, right?
Yo.
17.
19.
Damn it, roll.
Okay. So, as you all are looking around and notice that, as the screen says, Frey is super dead, just like Bolt's girlfriend, impaled on this large crystalline geode that came up out of the ground, Volt turns himself back into his Volty self. Yeet. We'll bring you back over here where you were. We'll
There's 2 of them.
way. There's 2 Volts?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You all, as you look over towards Frey, hear off to the side a sound coming off to this kind of southwestern quadrant tunnel. And as you all turn, you kind of, at the end of this battle, you look towards Frey, and then you hear this running down the hallway towards you as you see, very frantic, very out of breath, very bloodied, and very crazy-eyed, you see your compadre, your former ally, well, still ally, but recently deceased, but not deceased anymore, apparently, for Alona,
What the fuck?
runs over and dives towards Frey, and as she does, you see her rip a patch off of her coat, and diamonds go flying off into the sky. But she manages to take some of them and slam them down into Frey as she starts to cast a spell, unbeknownst to any of you, not even making any eye contact, just running in. And as she finishes casting a spell, you see Frey, no facial expression, but you do start to see his limbs and arms start to, for lack of a better term, come alive as well, as his freshly impaled body is seemingly back alive again. What once was two dead people all of a sudden is not dead anymore, as Ilona comes running in and brings Frey back to life with a Revivify spell. Take it away, gang. What do you do? As Frey lies there impaled on a crystal.
Oh, fuck.
I unimpale myself from my own crystal.
Just lever myself off of my own. Nope, no, I got this. Just slap myself in the chest and pump 25 points of healing in from my lay on hands.
Okay.
Oh,
Is his mask still gone?
Fuck, Lona, where have you been?
so that's the whole thing. But right now, just so everybody's aware, we are being watched, possibly being listened to, but not at the same time. We should probably find a way to go.
Oh, we know the way out. Let's go. Ah!
And as a side note, you know from some of your spellcasting abilities for some of the group members, the amount of time that Frey laid there impaled on this crystal, and Ilona comes rushing in, probably all of maybe 10 seconds till the spell would not have worked anymore.
Well, at least you're not dead. Anyway. What
Right.
the fuck happened? We had a plan! Why are you in here?
Maybe not the right time to be talking about that. You said we're being watched.
Yeah, the sort of just like sort of like with my spider, but oh fuck, I'm not going to get that back. Doesn't matter. It's like the sort of like the spider thing. Whenever I look at it, I can see it in another place, but they're all over. This one. Can I point to where I saw the cameras?
Sure, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
By the way, I am looking down where Alona had come from, and I am looking to see if anybody's following. I'm just going to keep an eye out through this.
Yeah, I'm going off. I'm jumping on my wall and going down the path.
Okay.
That is a
I
dirty
don't
20.
think it's the best time to split up.
Yeah, let's
Sticks.
split up again and die.
I'm just keeping an eye out.
So as Styx and Percy kind of go on hallway watch, Ilona, as you start to look around and start to point to where some of these cameras are, as you kind of turn around and start to point, you notice kind of at the last minute as you hear this clunking hunk of metal, and you just see Misfit just tackle into you, almost kind of running into the crystal that impaled into Frey.
Oh, yes, I know, buddy. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I'll give you a nice. I'll give you a nice oil bath later, but we can't do this right now.
You see him get for Misfit, very frustrated. He actually picks up a paw and starts like pointing it as Ilona as he's talking.
Being lectured by being lectured by your own construct.
He points back towards Homie, who's just like sliding around. Homie doesn't seem mind. He's just flying around, just being.
I know. It's good. Later, there's just so much going on right now.
And then he just licks you with his like sandpaper tongue, like
I'm just gonna
sheet metal that he has.
Like you know how kids pick up cats where the cats are just like this and limp and their legs are just like dangling back and forth. That's how I'm gonna hold Misfit like that, and I'm gonna walk around for a little bit.
And with your perception check, also you would know that the camera was back this direction. Kind of one back over this direction, and there was one kind of over this direction from the room that you're in right now.
I'm gonna just do a kind of like
boop, camera would be in quotes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of like boop 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 point to each of them so that everybody knows where they are. But they're like they're all over the place, and Harley has this sort of mirror that she watches them through, but she can't listen and watch at the same time. Look, we really need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. We need to
Yeah,
go.
we'll go over this later. Real quick, Frey turns around. Is the crystal that impaled him still there?
It is. It's somewhat shattered a bit, but it's
Okay, I wanna break off like about a forearm's length from the tip of it.
okay. Yeah, okay.
Cool. Just gonna grab that and pocket it for the moment.
Frayed
Can I
forearm geode shard.
I'm gonna hold out my
Inventory.
bag of holding.
No, okay. There.
Do you want to? So you don't have to. You just have so many weapons already.
Oh, I mean, I can. You know, sure, yeah, appreciate it. Just drop it in there for the moment.
Just careful of the edges because it's got blood on it. So, okay.
Yeah.
I
Oh
see
god, that's
it.
gonna be so fucking sick. All right, we should probably get out of here, though. You said you know the way out?
Do you know
Me?
a way out?
No, not you. Fucking Volt.
I haven't said anything.
Can we
Someone
just go
said-
out the way we came in?
Oh, we're leaving?
Yes, I'm
do-
almost really dead. Let's get the fuck out.
They're already warned as to our plan. If we leave now, then we might not be able to get back in.
Oh, if you were paying much attention, but I just straight fucking died. Not exactly in
Yes.
position to be fighting more things.
I
I'm saying
also
if we
died
leave-
about 5 minutes ago. So
You what?
Do what?
it was a whole thing. Look, we just really need to. We're not,
What?
I have no.
You hear
I've no.
Misfit go. You what? But in Misfit.
I've nothing. I will be of no use to
Later.
anyone.
Later. I'm just saying, if we leave now, then we need to have another way in because they are going to seal up this whole place. They are going to bring in reinforcements. We will have no luck getting back in.
It's
Figure something out. We just have to get out now. We can't talk about this right now. Wasting time. Let's go.
My only thought is cause enough damage as we leave that they cannot short back up.
I don't have anything
Leave
for
ourselves
that,
a
sadly.
doorway.
I don't have anything like that.
Oh, I've got devices.
Well, then let's head back to where we came in. You can blow up a bigger hole in there or something. Let's go.
I do believe that balcony that we landed on is a decent enough position. Blast a hole they can't seal.
All right, let's get the fuck out.
Where do you guys decide to go?
I
wanna
make sure
go
that
this
Ilona
way.
and Frey are in the middle of the group.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I mean, I'll also be there technically because I don't have. Jill's looking hurt. I'm just gonna say that. Let's just go.
You head back to where we poofed in from the balcony.
Okay. You guys start making your way that way?
Making our way.
No.
All right, let's go.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
There has to be better phrasing. There has to be. I have to
There
find
is none.
Okay.
There
so
should be, but you don't know.
As you guys make. God damn it, dude. As you guys walk down the hallway
I'm sprinting. Raw.
and you walk back to where you previously came from. I'm gonna really chomp these words up now.
You head back the way you came.
Yes. It's
You
like
head back
can't
the
help it, though.
previous. You head back the previous way. You expedited.
As you walk back down this hallway, there is a blank, just solid sheet of wall back here where you originally traversed. And
So we
poofed
can't
out
go
of.
back that way.
Touch it is an illusion.
It is rock. This is the wall.
Well, we're not going back that way. We have to press forward, I suppose.
Can we
Unless you want
rest?
us to blast a hole in the wall and hope that it is the outer wall. But judging by the holes that we have seen here, is this bigger than the tower? Like, is this a wider space than the tower from what I've gathered, looking from the outside?
Make
Is it bigger than the
make
inside?
a perception check for that.
Which one do I trust? I'm gonna keep with the poison. You said perception?
You hope.
– 30-20.
The tower seems pretty big. However, it seems pretty tall big. It doesn't seem very girthy,
Why?
wide size big. This, as you kind of, I almost said it again. Jesus Christ! As you have walked around this cavern so far, it definitely seems like this is a lot bigger than what the interior of the tower should be.
Yeah, I don't think we're in the tower currently unless we are under or above it. So
Real quick here, how's Alona looking HP wise?
How is Alono looking HP wise? 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop Aura of Vitality, and 20d6 healing goes to Alona over the course of the next minute.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't know if I need that much, but save some of it for yourself. I don't think I even have 26 d6.
I make the choice each turn on a bonus action, so if you get back to full, then I'll take the rest for me.
Okay,
Good to
hold
know.
on. Let me.
It goes in 2d6 chunks, so
Do you roll it?
I can.
By the way, does Frey still got his like mask thing on? Did that come back after he came back to life?
It is still on.
Okay.
The arm still as it was.
So is the arm.
Okay. Yeah, amputation.
At what are you doing other than standing in my dice tray?
Alright, well, what do we do? I can't move forward, I say, because I'm just gonna sit down right here. I can't move forward right now.
See a very exhausted crocagator just kind of sit on one of these side ledges.
if we must take a moment, I say let's pick a room that is a dead end. That way we know we only have to look for one direction.
Well, to be fair, didn't things come out of the wall?
Yeah.
That is true.
Let's pick a way where we can just...
Well, then the bridge. They didn't come from the bridge. They came from the walls. So the bridge
Yeah,
should be fine.
I will sit around the bridge then. Ugh.
I can feel Jill's grunts and groans as he's walking around, just for being old.
How old
God.
am I? That was a good
And-
question. I don't remember.
Can I cast
Oh.
Detect Magic?
Has it been a year since we met, by the way? Or has it only been like months?
It's only been months, I think.
The group?
Yeah.
In total time together, I think it's roughly 3 months. If I had to guess.
Damn, I'm still
Without looking
25
at the
years
actual
old.
calendar.
Alright, still 25. Alright. I don't even know when my birthday is.
So, what do you guys do?
Alona,
I am gonna start doing a short rest.
while we're resting, Alona, do you care to elaborate on the fact that you died and how exactly you came back?
You guys want to take a short rest before you continue your conversation?
Gonna attempt to, yeah.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, that's the plan.
Well, first,
Continue
where did
coverage.
Alona see cameras, by the way?
She's pointed out to you so far. There was a camera here, here, and here.
I'm gonna look around the bridge. I guess I'll look and see where those are. What does the camera look like?
Make an investigation check.
I don't have advantage, but let's check. That is a 10.
Kind of hard to pick out anything in particular. Just kind of looking around at some of the walls and things. Even with Ilona pointing them out, to you, pretty much it's walls, crystal geodes, crystal walls. Nothing's really jumping out there to you.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna sit down and rest then.
I grabbed two sets
I didn't mean to cut off your conversation. You guys can continue that, but go ahead.
of rolling my hit dice. I grabbed 2 sets of d10s, and they each rolled the exact same thing: 9 and 30. So on the same ones too.
Nice.
So Alona,
I would love to disclose all the information of what exactly happened, but like I said earlier, she has this place bugged. So anything we say, she can likely hear.
how closely can she see through them?
I mean, they're all over the place.
But can they look closer? Can they move closer?
I mean, they can't. I don't think that they can move. But she's got a total visual on the entire place. That's how I was able to even know what was happening.
Well, let's see if we can find the one in here and break it then.
There's not one, there's multiple.
Right, but like I assume we're choosing a spot that's kind of walled off.
We're choosing the bridge right now because the golems didn't pop up from the bridge. By the way, are we? Is it actually a short rest? Can I roll my die? How many die can I roll? I don't think I've done a short rest for a while.
You
As
can roll
many
as
as
many
you
hit
want.
dice as you want. Yeah.
Is it plus con too, or is it just the
Mhm.
hit die?
Yep, it'd still be plus con. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll it myself. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do this for a bit.
It looks like after a little bit. How long does that spell take?
11
to
minutes.
cast? Okay. So during the course of this short rest, as you guys are kind of sitting around debating whether or not you want to talk or not, Volt is casting the telepathic bond. So for the rest of this, you guys should feel free to just speak openly in your minds. Open mind speak. Speak openly in your brain.
Speak freely
There it is.
mentally.
Yep. Yes, there we go. I think that's where I was trying to go with that.
Thinking really hard at you guys. You guys picking it up?
I forgot
Yes.
that was...
Are those crickets?
Damn.
Okay, first off, rude. That was out of character, but okay.
So, mentally, Alona, how about now?
First of all, I just want to say that I'm so super sorry. I thought that it was the stupidest thing I've ever done. And I've done a lot of stupid things. I mean, you guys have been there for most of them, but I've done more stupid things that you weren't really aware of that I played up as not quite as stupid things. But this is definitely the stupidest thing that I've ever done. I'm really sorry, and I won't do it again. And I'm never going anywhere without anyone ever again because I'm completely fucking useless on my own.
Holy fuck, you learn better than Volt does.
Wait,
Yes, it's true.
What did Volt do?
Told him not to run off on his own. He ran up and like blew himself up on the electrum ball. A while ago, but I'm still holding a grudge over that.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, I sort of got you absolutely killed, so I feel like you shouldn't forgive me that quickly.
The difference is you listen and learn when... Well, evidently you learn that it's a bad idea now, and I'm still pretty sure you'd fuck off. Anyway, yeah, apology accepted. Moving on. Elaborate what happened, how it happened, why it happened.
So I went in. It was actually going really well at first. I went in and I was talking to the rats, and I wanted just like a quick tour, just sort of see if I could get a little bit better of an understanding, because Thurgoon just disappeared. And that was super sketchy to me, because as a magical person, he should know that there are magics in place that would block. I told him about the spider, so he should know that. And so I thought he was up to something shifty, and so I went in to see if maybe I could get a little bit lay of the land, so that whenever he tried to double cross us, I would know that he was double crossing us. And then I went in and I started talking to the rat. Lovely rat, his name was Kenny. And we were sort of talking, and I had convinced him that he deserved a dental plan, and they were all going to go on strike at the exact moment that we were all going to into the tower, so that originally there were going to be less people for us to deal with, but then remember the lady that was talking to Thurgood? She said so remember the bomb. And there was the lady, and I thought that maybe she could have been related to Frey, because I've never seen anyone else with that sort of...
Mm-hmm.
And...
Yes, from the mines.
The
When we were leaving
mines.
Not ringing a bell.
No, you were there.
Right, move along.
Problems later. Alona, keep going.
Okay. Sorry, that's not in character. That's just kind of what happened at the moment. All right.
I don't know, I think this kind of makes it character.
It's a little bit of both. A little bit of both.
So it was was her. She came down. Her name's Harley. Turns out she's terrifying. I tried the line thing. It didn't work. But I had seen it work for so many other people. I thought that maybe I could make it work, but it turns out that I'm really shit at it. So she offered to go somewhere other than the main room to talk, and that's when I missed it because I was worried that maybe I had been had, and I had been had, and she took me to this place with a bunch of mirrors and portals, and it was like not in the tower but still part of the tower, and she was going to scry on you guys or something, I don't know, but I didn't want her to, so I made myself go really big and I kicked her, and she didn't like that, so she killed me. And then my mother's necklace unkilled me, and she thought that she deserved my mother's necklace and had a bunch of questions about it because she'd never seen anybody. Kyle, can you check your Discord real quick? Because I had a question.
Oh, okay. What's up? What?
There was a thing that Harley tried to do. Am I aware of that? Because I made a check for it, but I don't remember if I was aware.
Okay, so sorry. I was writing something down. All right. Yes.
Yes, and yes. Because I remember the second question was a
yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. So she tried to take my soul, which is a problem because if she had been able to, I don't know what she would have done with it, but if she's able to take souls, then that means she could take one of your souls, and if she can get you before I can get you, if you go down in a fight like Frey just did, then she will take his soul, and I won't be able to bring him back because I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could take back a soul that's not really around the body, or if it's in something. I don't know. I was going to ask her questions about it, but she decided that I wasn't allowed to ask questions, which makes sense because I lied to her and she full knew it. And then she showed me that you all were in the mines, or not mines, whatever this place is, and there were big rock things. And everyone started looking really hurt, and so I tried to convince her to let me go, and she eventually let me go, and I came here, and...
Why did she let you go? That doesn't sound like something very in character.
So she wanted my necklace, so I gave it to her.
Fuck no.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're getting that back. She's not gonna keep this shit.
But it's a problem for later. I don't.
So you gave away your mother's necklace in order to be allowed to come down here?
Yes.
Well, he is right. We are getting that back. Questions for you later. First of all, Frey, what is the last thing you remember before... You remember the fight we were just in, correct?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Before that, what do you remember?
I remember going to that seedy fucking bar with the Dingus Boys. That's the name, I think.
Yeah.
Fucking around betting on the robots and shit. I remember that. Before that, it's kind of a blur. Last I remember, we fucked up that mage guy. You know, the one I assume you guys are talking about, coming to let us into the tower and such. Like, absolutely kind of like crushed him to the ground. It was fast.
So you remember going
trying to
mines.
take my mask off.
So you remember going to the mines. You remember trying to take your mask off because your father's a dick.
Yeah.
And you do not remember leaving.
No, it's kind of spotty after that.
So the next thing you remember was being in the tavern. Did you not think that was odd?
I did, but I figured it was kind of business for another time, being that we're busting the fuck in here, hitting shit.
True. True. But at the moment, we were just in the tavern.
That's not the sort of thing you talk about with people you hardly know. Referring to the Dingus Boys, of course.
True. But they had left at one point. We did have a moment. Anyway.
So
the amnesia is worrying. Especially since...
Go ahead. Sorry.
You were apparently conscious during all that. So, a bit worrying.
I mean, you recognize that we're still surrounded by strangers there at the bar, right?
No, just leaving the mines and such.
Yeah, no, all of that shit, I don't...
That's why it's worrying.
Well, I'm with you. I'm with you entirely. And, his asshole's gotta go. But not right now. We got other business to take care of.
Alright.
I remember, Scalona got here when she did.
So
I remember my dad reaching to pull me away.
About
almost
that,
had me.
He almost had you a little bit more than you think. So when I cast a spell to bring you back, he tried to stop it.
He really is quite short-sighted, isn't he? That or
Honestly,
he is playing us.
The fact that I was able to bring you back was very lucky. And I definitely couldn't do it again today because I don't have that level of spell left. But if it happens again, I don't know if I can do it. I mean, I'll still try.
Right. So, plan for a later date. Doesn't matter when. Don't tell me when. You guys need to tie me up and get this thing off my fucking face.
I've already started thinking about that. Don't worry.
How about your arm?
That's another issue. Can't exactly just tear my own... Well, I guess I could. There is a prosthetics guy here.
No, he left.
While
Shit.
he may have enhanced your arm, are you sure that you don't have full control of it? It might not be something we have to worry about.
Feels pretty mine right now. About all I can say. But then I thought the rest of me was mine too, and evidently I'm blacking out and just being puppeted around during that time too.
True.
So I do have a question because I know when we first met you had a different mask. What?
Oh yeah, he did.
What exactly happened, and is there a way to go back to the other mask?
That mask is shattered. And look, decoration on my hammer actually. Pulls out his old hammer and it's just like on there is like a handle grip and such. Shards of it.
Right, but
Bits and pieces.
But I'm assuming that mask meant something.
Not really. That was actually from him too, so far as I can recall.
It's just you were okay. So yeah. All right. So there's just no way to get that other thing back.
We can
it's
get
pretty
another
busted.
mask. I don't think his old mask held any power, did it?
Stopped
Don't
his
think
face
so.
from glowing all over us, but that's about it.
So we can find another one.
I mean, if we find like an animal or something, I can make a mask.
Oh, a skull.
Yeah,
one would be
actually,
quite
I was thinking about that.
interesting.
Something I want you to work into the next one. A little reminder for myself. That crystal shard I busted out of there. Want that incorporated into it.
I can try better with animal parts.
Yeah, I know. Like take the animal and like shove it through the forehead or something. Give me a horn, you know.
I could try.
Ooh, if you do a horse, it will be a unicorn.
Not a horse.
No horses.
Right.
Please be a horse. Please be a horse. Please be a horse.
Unithestral?
That could be kind of cool.
Ooh, I like that.
No. Don't do that.
Not quite as intimidating as other ones. Anyway, my question for Lona, since this is sort of a matter for later, what can you tell us about Harley? Was she magical? Did she have magical items?
She did have magical items. She had hexagrite.
All right.
Tell the guy that kills you, woman.
Did she cast spells on her own?
No, not that I saw, but then again, she didn't really need them. I mean, I was down in 12 seconds.
No, but I'm trying to gather information as to when we fight her. If we do actually have the dwarf as an ally, that will help. And if she is not a caster as well, then we may have the upper hand.
Mm,
I did say may. Any doubts can be put on that word.
She can steal people's souls. So I
Yes,
get
but
the
they
feeling
first have to go down first, right?
I get the feeling there's more to her than meets the eye.
But that's not necessarily her. It could be the items, correct?
Would I be able to tell if it was an item or
For which part?
the soul stealing part? Was she using an item? Like whenever I came to, was she holding an item or anything like that? Or was she herself trying to pull my soul?
Go ahead and roll a history check to see what you
Oh
remember
my-
from not dying.
This is some trauma shit. All right, so that's 26.
yeah.
Okay. So, as you sit there, again, all of you muted in this cavern, just kind of sitting around, hanging out. But every now, like, I don't know. I don't even know. Do you look at each other like
Jill is like talking a
as
little
you're talking-
bit.
as you're talking
But
in
he's
your
also-
minds?
He's also slightly dozing because he was really tired.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fair. For as you try to think back on that moment, Alona, you recall as you were lying there on the ground, and Harley shoved her hexagrited, short sword, jagged dagger thing into your chest, and the lights went out for but a moment, and as your mother's necklace exploded into this arcane energy, this shimmering display of mother's embrace, protection, you saw her standing over top of you holding something in her hand that looks something like it was a crystallized shard in a sense, but not jagged or anything. It actually had somewhat of a smoothed appearance to it, somewhat of like a green, like a light green jaded kind of coloration to it. In terms of size, I would say it would be the equivalent to like the old Nokia cell phones, right? Not too big, not too small, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of mini handheld, kind of that size, kind of shard that she was holding in her hand above you, as you came back to and awoke from your short and death slumber.
Pause
Okay.
for a second.
Yep.
Cody, you didn't know we were level 10?
Oh, I did not. I'm taking care of that level
Okay.
up right now, as a
Yeah,
matter
we're
of
level
fact.
10.
Wait,
Yeah.
we're level 10? Oh, I am
Yes.
level 10. I'm an
Okay.
idiot. All right.
Okay.
I think that was a little while ago.
Yeah,
That was
Alright.
like 2
With
sessions.
6 players and only
When
one
I
or
wasn't
two not
here.
knowing. Yeah, I know you weren't here, but yeah, with 6 players and only one not knowing, I feel okay. If everyone was like, "What? We leveled," and only one person knew, I'd be like, "Oh fuck, what did I do?" All right. So just to answer some of these side questions here, real quick. Volt with a 22, and Sticks with a where the heck's your number go? 22, and then a 20 on the history. Actually, real quick, Volt, just do a real quick history check to me. Give me a history check to me. Give me a history check,
Give it to him.
please. Give it to me real good. 18. All right. So you both were 22 on Arcana. All right. So the two gems that came out of the those elemental golems that you were fighting earlier, do seem to have some sort of energy to them. You would guess this would be some sort of power source to the creatures, almost like the heart to the creature, if you will. And there's no like specific type of magical essence to it in terms of a school of magic, more so that it just holds energy in it. And the history check is for it would be very reminiscent of the dragon heart, but on a obviously much smaller scale in terms
An
of
okay movie.
its how much it's able to hold, obviously. But there is a big difference in terms of, if you recall, the dragon heart had this interesting mixture of I believe it was like enchantment and I always say that wrong. Conjuration magic to it. Like it had this interesting swirl to it, but the crystal itself is very reminiscent to this. The reason that you would deduct that there's some sort of difference is because, again, with the dragon being that was a mechanical creature, it's almost like that crystal, using the crystal essence was magic was almost like forced into it to make it an energy battery, basically, for the dragon. This seems more of an organic version of that, being that it was in these creatures. So there's similarities but differences too, in terms of there's definitely the crystal in terms of the housing unit for both, but one was for an inorganic creature and one would be for an organic one. That would be similar information for both of you. Okay? Does that make sense?
Oh.
Yes, no, maybe so? Okay. Volt eats it. Okay. All right. So as you eat it, it does not fit because your mouth is not that big.
How big is the gem?
Roughly the size of a basketball, maybe a little bit bigger.
So I polymorph into a giant ape, and then I eat it.
Okay.
No!
You guys watch off in the corner.
No!
Kidding.
Okay.
I eat it. I ate one crystal. That's it. That's enough.
You want it D&D, eat the gem, man. I don't care. We'll see what happens.
No,
Eat it.
I have plans for
Eat
it
it.
later.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Eat it.
My mouth is pretty big. I could probably eat it.
Don't.
If Jill,
Eat
I
it.
mean,
Eat
that's his
it.
thing,
Eat
man.
it.
Probably
I'm not getting in the
wouldn't
way of.
agree
I'm
with
not
you.
getting in the way of character RP.
I don't have any of the gems, so I can't eat the gems. So we're good.
God.
Just for my own knowledge, who does have the gems? Is Volk going to hold on to both of them?
I have both.
All right, cool. And basketball in size, and they are actually pretty heavy. Probably like a 10-pound basketball. Not 10-pound basketball. 10-pound bowling ball. If you think of it that way, you got two bowling balls in your hand right now, but a little bit bigger in size. But
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Kyle, you are a 12-year-old.
The mustache doesn't help either. They're big. God damn it. Moving
My
on.
God.
Continue with the RP, please, so I can stop
Got a
talking.
lovely bunch
Great.
of bowling balls. Ba-da-ba-da.
I mean, it's possible that it might have been an item. It's all a little fuzzy. But
What sort of weapons did she use?
hexagrite, she had blades.
What sort of
She
blades?
was-
There's
she was
long
fast,
swords,
she-
short swords.
Ugh, I don't know. Not really a weapon. They were pointy and they hurt.
I pull out my short sword. Was it more like this, or point to Frey's arsenal, more like his?
I pull out a dagger. Is it like this?
What was it exactly, Kyle?
In terms of, if they're going to give you size comparisons, it would be similar to the short sword.
I guess it's more of a short sword.
Thematically, it's like a little like shorter than a short sword, which is a short sword, but a little bigger than a dagger. So
It's a quarter
Oh,
sword.
machete.
It's a quarter sword.
sure, machete-ish, machete in size-ish.
It was
but
sort-
for sake of weapons in the book, it's a short sword.
It's sort of a short sword. I mean, I don't know, it looked a little bit different, but it's magical, and it really hurts. She's an Asima like Frey is.
Oh.
So,
Fuck.
yeah, no, except she can fly.
And Fred, can you fly?
Not that I know of.
Here, let's
You know-
test it out. I grab him.
Please don't.
Kidding.
Chuck him over the bridge. Fly!
You know how when Frey's wings come out, they're all broken and
I don't have
Gothic,
wings that
yes.
just kind of glow. Oh shit! Not anymore. God, I'm so out of it, man. I'm still trying to process the whole thing where my dick of a dad was piloting me around.
I think the moral of the story here is that dads are the worst. I think is what we're actually all learning through our shared experiences. But but instead of sort of like that, they would act like actual wings, and she could fly. And I tried asking her if she knew anything about her heritage, but again, she was not. I got my question privilege taken away, and she made it very clear that she was not interested in answering anything. So.
Were there any dangers in the room that you could ascertain? Anything we have to worry about besides her?
She was able to summon Ratman and Thurgund, which I'm sure if
He was
called
there.
to her, he showed up briefly to identify the necklace, and then he left.
Did he give any indication that the deal is still good?
I mean, he sort of gave me a weird look, but Harley was watching the entire time, so...
So let's proceed under the assumption that he will not be with us. And that he has probably told her about our plan. Not that it matters much, we're already in here.
And she didn't seem to know anything about our plan. She indicated that she still trusted him.
As of the moment that you left, if you summoned him again, he might have already started talking.
Perhaps, but I don't know. Let's just
proceed under the assumption that he cannot be trusted.
Well, I sort of had that assumption the moment he walked out of our sight, but yes.
That's probably the best way to go about things, yeah. I'll fuck him up on sight, same as last time.
Never thought.
Worry about her first. I believe she's going to be the larger danger.
I am not capable of fighting right now.
No. I'm not saying now, but when the time comes, worry about her first. Because if she's not taken care of and one of us does go down, but it also gives him a chance to choose the side that will actually let him live. Because I do get the feeling that if there's any indication that he was actually going to help us, she would kill him.
Yeah, she comes with making her believe it.
I was going to say, we can actually use it to our advantage if he does hesitate to side with us.
I mean, how are we going to convince her that what we're saying is legit, though? Like, we could just have Lona say it, actually. She knows she don't lie.
I'm rather persuasive as well, too, and I'm sure I can come up with something rather convincing. So, we do need to figure out a way out of here. I'm going to start pulling things out of my bag and figuring out the most explosive combination I can make.
Can I cast Detect Magic as a ritual? And I want to go back to the place I came from to see if that portal is still there that I had used to come in. and I want to look for any other sign of portals.
Okay.
Do not go alone.
No, I'm not going alone.
If you need a starter or anything, I still have 4 boom hammer cartridges, although they're my last 4. The standard kind, anyway.
Could you keep at least one, and then I can sort of look at it and maybe make some more?
I'm doing the same with all of my special bullets. I want to be able to recreate them. So always keep at least one. But I also have my new dragon bullets, and perhaps if I can combine it with my other bullets. I start pulling out the shotgun shell ones and the ricochet ones and seeing if I can maybe combine them so that like the fire races everywhere.
So a deadly firework.
Pretty much.
All right. Go ahead and tinker check away on that one.
And ideally, I want it to be apt at siege damage. I want to be able to bust a huge hole in the wall.
Okay.
Oh, which time is it? Let's see with this one. Oh, you're rolling for me. Tinker. 16.
Okay, and what? So you said you're going to use some of your bullets to try to use some of the, like gunpowder from it, and go ahead. Tell me everything that you want to do.
So I've got 4 more of the pistol fire shots, dragon ones.
Okay.
My notes on this. I still have 6 more. I have all of the skipper ones.
Okay.
And I still have all 3 of the big ones. So at least one of each.
All right.
And then I also have... Where are my grenades? I have 3 storm, heart, 2 fire, 1 shrapnel. I still have never used a smoke bomb. I haven't figured out a good reason for it.
So
I have
you wanna
1
use,
acid.
You want to use one of these that's a 66 one? The explosive bullet? Is that what you're trying to use?
My notes on how to use what. The big ones, yeah.
Okay.
So
So it's 66 on that one. Equipper's 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
And then another 3d6. So we're looking at 9d6 and 2d10 so far?
So far. And I want to try to combine all this in the most efficient use of all these.
Okay.
So, this place is stone. Electricity's probably not going to be useful in stone. Do I have time to make some more acid grenades?
So with 3 of your party members being at 1 HP, instead of the 1 hour short rest, we're taking a little bit more time with this one and making a 2 hour short rest for everyone to get your hit points back. And you got a lot of people dying, people exhausted. Sticks over here is half out of it as well. So everyone's just kind of taking a little bit longer of a how to. How long does a telepathic bond last, by the way? Is it 8 hours? 1 hour?
1 hour.
Okay. And it takes 10 minutes to do. So we'll say, for the most part, this conversation telepathically has been kind of on that like second side, I guess. You don't want to necessarily talk too much on the front end of all that. You want to just do it? Okay, yeah, I guess you could, because it's a ritual, right? All right, fair enough. So it'll be on the whole time. All right. How many hit points did you have did you use to heal yourself back up?
Hang on, let me take a look again. I think I used 5 hit dice.
Okay. I'll say you have half of this time to make some stuff in terms of besides making your bomby thingy that you want to do, unless you want to take more time.
Well, I was just thinking making one more acid grenade to throw into the pot because I only have one left, but I want to hold on to at least one for the electroacid combo later for Harley.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll say this. Go ahead and roll me another Tinker's check for that. Since this is a little bit of downtime. You do have an hour.
Better. 30-20.
Okay, yeah, you can make one.
Okay, cool.
So you have one extra acid grenade to go along with your dragon, quipper, fucking explosive fucking bomb thing. Alright.
My siege bomb.
The siege bomb, basically. Okay.
Because I figured the acid should help dissolve some of the stone.
How much does a grenade do of acid?
I think all of the grenades do 5d6.
Alright. So now you're up to 14d6. 2d10 with somewhat of a kind of an array.
I'll throw out my shrapnel in too.
Okay.
My last shrapnel.
Is that
grenade.
a 3d6 as well?
It's all the grenades are 5d6.
Okay.
So this one would also be a 5d6.
19d6, 2d10 with the kind of ricochet quipper action and the explosiveness of just the dragon bolt itself, plus acid for. Okay, all right, all good things to know. All right.
Yep. And I think that is all that I have that would be efficient.
So in the last hour of constructing this siege bomb, Percy, basically what happens is with that 16, you will succeed on it. However, what I'll say is, kind of looking over some of your parts, you're like, I could have sworn I had a little longer of a. I guess this will just have to do. If you like to put some kind of like a fuse on it, it's not going to have a very long fuse. That'll be the kind of detriment to it. So if you like light it and throw it, or if you want to set it and light it and run away, whatever you want, but you do have a nice sized
approximately how long do I think I have?
6 seconds.
6 seconds? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, 6 seconds to run. So if you set it down like the firecracker, you got 6 seconds to run the hell away, or someone else can try to run it, but or you light it and throw it, whatever you want to do. But you have a pretty good understanding that you have a very powerful explosive in your hand. Unfortunately, not a lot of time to.
That's fine. I'll make sure everyone is out of the way, and
Sure.
then I'll set it and jump on my surfboard and fly.
All right,
I'm
cool.
fast. Well, maybe not faster than the surfboard. But
Don't say the surfboard can go faster than I can run.
Goes faster than 30 feet.
I tried to use this for someone.
It's 40, I think. Yeah, it's 40.
How heavy is the bomb? So as you kind of use.
Oh no, you're gonna catapult it?
So with the, I would say to take the time to take some of the like different kind of gunpowders and make sure you have the right amount of the acid grenades placed in a certain way, using some of like the empty health potions you guys have and things. After taking some time, I'd say it probably it's pretty heavy, maybe like 8, 9, 10 pounds, somewhere in there, maybe.
Bombs make a loud noise, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cover my ears, by the way, because I
Well,
remember what happened last time there was a loud noise.
I'm not setting it yet.
She just made it over the second half of your short rest.
as soon as he sees it, just ears covered.
Or eat it.
I know
whatever,
what those do.
Or eat it. I will go back real quick to Volt. So during the course of this, again, since some of you had to use this whole 2 hours to fully recuperate, some of the other party members only had to take half of that time, and the other half for a little bit of conversation, but also a little bit of tinkering here. So Volt, when you fiddle around with one of these golem crystal hearts, and you want to try to connect it to something, you want to connect it to.
I'm just trying to test the power source. So I'm just like battery testing it.
Gotcha. Okay. And what did you roll again? It's like way up there.
19.
A 19? Well, first of all, right off the bat, you get the idea that first of all, right now it is completely dead. There's no energy in it. Now that the golem is dead, there's nothing for it to power into. With the 19, you get the idea that you could possibly repower it, just as much as the dragon heart was powered with some sort of magical property to kind of jumpstart it again, if you will. So right now, technically, the battery level would be 0. There's no energy in it, but much like a giant 10-pound bowling ball golem heart, it could be recharged if you.
Okay, so I won't do that now, but I'll play with it.
Okay, cool. All right, Percy's making a bomb. Ilona's trying not to be dead. Frey's trying not to be dead. Jill's trying not to be dead.
Ilona wanted to do the detect magic thing and walk around to the
that's going to be after the short rest is over. Who am I missing? Styx is trying not to be dead. All right, I think that's everybody. Okay, so after these 2 hours have passed, Ilona ritual cast detect magic, and you walk back over to the area where you originally all vamped out from, right? That's where we're going.
Yes.
Okay. So down over here in the corner, you would see I believe conjuration we said before was a blue color. So you would see a faint blue, not very big, but you would see like a faint blue marking off on the wall where there's the solid surface from before.
Okay. Can I just take a quick walk around back to the bridge and like check out this area and
sure.
It has a 30-foot radius for 10 feet, so I should be able to see.
I believe divination we said was a yellowish color, so everywhere in the proximity of where you saw the quote-unquote cameras before, you would see a similar yellow, a very faint yellow shimmer where all of the cameras are placed, which would be for instance, one right here, there's one right here, there's one right here, there's the one that's back over here, there's one up here, there is... Are you walking around the whole cave?
I don't want to walk around the whole cave.
By yourself?
Because... No.
Are you sure?
Someone's going...
You don't want to walk by yourself?
Yeah, I'm so sure.
Okay.
I've never been more sure than
I will follow Ilona because she cannot be trusted.
There's one over here.
She can't be trusted.
To go off by herself, unless she will die.
Tell me all the places that you're going. I showed you pretty much all of them so far.
I'm specifically looking for the portals. So I went down there. I went up here where Frey died.
In terms of a portal, this light blue one is the only one that you see. Everything else would be that light yellowish color where the cameras are placed.
Well, I do know a way out to this immediate place, but it will most likely take us right back to Harley.
Go ahead and make a Arcana check.
Oh boy! Son of a frick. Alright. That's not great. 13! Do I get advantage because I used it?
That's delightful. No.
I know.
For all intents and purposes, with that 13, you get the idea that this marking is the exit of a teleport spell. This is some sort of marking to mark the
so it's not like I can't
the end.
I can't reverse it. Okay, never mind. I feel like blowing our way out is...
But there has to be another exit.
But I didn't really see anywhere else down here while we were walking around, but I guess could look around a bit. I don't think we searched everywhere yet.
Yes.
Make a history check, bud.
That is a total of 15 disadvantage.
As everyone's been talking and everything, and you've had these 2 hours now to kind of remember, it's not gonna be, it's not a long rest, but you just gotta suck it up, man. So you kind of get some bandages, kind of just kind of like tighten up your ribs a little bit, just to put them back into some sort of place, and you start to bandage. And after this 2 hours are over, as everyone's been thinking, you do recall that there are some steps over here that you originally traversed down towards, but did not continue down as you guys made your way back over this way, deeper into the mine.
I'll mention it to. We did see some steps when we first got here, but what is it? We
Sounds
go
like
up and not down.
Oh,
sounds like about our only choice to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Stretch.
weakest in the middle.
Oh, I'm feeling fine now, honestly.
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
Really, I could probably
Yes, but
stop
also
holding
if
back.
you go down, you're the most likely to not return.
Yeah, so I just won't go down. Easy enough.
All right.
Mm.
Volt, you pop back up your Volt Buster armor out of your chest.
It's been on the whole time.
Okay, so Volt's Volt busted up. Frey has his lower abdomen kind of side area patched up from the impalation. Is that a word? Impaling?
Impalement.
Impalement. Yeah, there we go. Alona has recently, you do actually see when Alona comes back, guys. Again, although standing, a lot of her clothes are just fucking wrecked in terms of just blood-stained attire. Percy, you have your bomb ready. Styx, you got your work machine. Jill, whew, it's been a rough 2 hours, but you're back up to snuff, and you guys make your way back over towards these stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Climb back up onto the warg machine and spitting some blood on the floor as I go.
As you guys make your way down these stairs, there is an opening here. And when you go through...
Oh,
Oh,
we're here again.
We're back in the
well, this looks
mines!
familiar.
Oh my
find
god!
yourself-
We made it!
We know the way out now.
You find yourself coming out of this tunnel.
Oh, fucking serious. Oh, okay.
We found the secret entrance the wizard mentioned.
You guys told me they bombed the fuck out of this, though, so, like, I don't know that really helps us a lot.
That is
Unless it
true.
didn't collapse.
You recall this being labeled the Luma Sprouts. Luma Sprouts is the kind of ramshackled sign off to the side here leading down this tunnel.
Yeah, so we know which way the dwarf guy was going to take us. He's going to bring us down here through that tunnel and then use the teleport in the back of the other tunnel. That's what I'm guessing.
Yes, he was going to leave. Wow.
I just think I've never been so glad to see someplace dark and creepy before.
Is the elevator still there?
Currently, no. It's just a flat platform.
Is it
What?
destroyed or is it just up?
It's up.
Is there
Okay.
is there a button to press?
Yeah, if I recall correctly, there is a latch that I told you guys is... on the
That's
map. Where the hell is it?
No, that changes the rail card thing.
Well, whatever, fuck it, there's a latch right there. Go ahead.
Okay.
And as you pull the latch down,
I get my weapon ready because there might be someone on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
the elevator
think
car
it's-
makes its way down and
Stand there and be ready as well.
lands successfully. You may all enter if you wish.
I want to look for traps
Oh,
because
okay.
they know where this leads.
Okay.
and
I
it's
would
the
like
only
to
exit.
assist.
Okay, both of you roll separate investigations.
Oh, buddy.
Not helping with advantage because
That's
Dun,
pretty good.
dun,
roll
dun.
on your own.
Investigation?
Yeah.
27.
Holy fuck.
That was a 1, but it's not. Investigation 15.
Okay. So, it takes about a minute or so, but as you guys are looking over this card, just kind of fine tuning it, fine tooth comb, just to make sure nothing of ill intent. No, there's not trying for anything.
And the chain looks secure. It's not like it's going to break as soon as we turn. Okay. Cool.
All aboard.
Just
climb
be
on.
ready for an ambush at the top.
Yep. They've had more than enough time to get ready.
Yeah, no worries. So I pull out the boom hammer and hold up my right hand, grab the lever, and wait for everyone to climb on, and then just fling it so we can head up.
All right.
Yep. Weapons are ready.
Oh, Misfit, no, come on.
Where's Homie?
As it goes up.
Where's Homie?
Goes back down.
No, he's here in my hiding, sort of tucked into my. Oh, by the way,
Because it looks like he's right there.
I did scoop up the rest of the diamonds that I fucking threw everywhere.
Okay.
Sure.
I did do that.
Are you
so
sure Jill didn't eat them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like rock candy.
Hopefully
I was
not.
too tired to eat them because I almost died, like Frey did.
So, as you guys go back upstairs, the elevator does take you back to the central hub, where, if you recall, not too long ago, earlier this day, there was a large explosion underneath the desk that the doctor tried to defuse and managed to do so-ish. What could have been a much worse explosion ended up being not as bad, but not enough that you guys are not able to still traverse your way up to the second elevator. But
We gotta climb again.
as far as you see, there's nothing in here.
Well, do we want to keep going out, or do we want to?
Yes, we may not be able to blow a hole in the wall as we leave the tower, but I do think the bomb will be perfectly fine for getting in later.
Yeah, I don't think they want to wall off the whole fucking mining complex anyway. That's where they make a lot of their money and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start climbing first.
All right. Up and out you go. Takes a little bit of time for everyone to be able to make their way out, especially carrying, very fragile pieces of equipment on some of you. But as you make your way up, kind of take a look around on the outside of the mines. It's kind of eerily quiet, actually. There's no one out here as you make your way up to the main streets.
Can I look and see, like, has there been a lot of people around here recently? Like, does it look like they were setting stuff up? I want to look for traps.
Okay, that's another investigation check.
Percy, do you want to help
I'll
me take
help
a
because I'm
look?
twitchy.
Yes.
I'll help because I'm twitchy. I love it.
19.
Investigation.
Nice.
19.
21.
It's a little sad when he beats the Tinkers.
No, at disadvantage.
Yeah, I rolled a 15 and a 14. I got a +7 to my investigation.
My God.
Okay. As you make your way upstairs to the main streets of Scavenger City, again, there's no. You do recall before there was not necessarily a guard, but somewhat of a postman, if you will, kind of someone just kind of standing watch, kind of taking inventory of people coming in and going out, much as there was a secretary of sorts down in the hub down below. As you emerge up top and realize there's no one really in the general vicinity, you start to look around some of the other, and there's just some bullshit crates kind of laying around here and there. There's even like some kind of broken down carts that you believe could be used on some of the railways down below. Look to be under some sort of maintenance or some sort of wheel fixing. But as you look around, there's something over there. No, there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on.
Can I? This is so stupid. I would like to use my wand of pigeon summoning.
Ooh, okay.
and have them like scatter and see if that triggers anyone with like a jumpy finger or like if somebody's like waiting for us to like cross a certain point, or
Okay.
if it takes movement to set off a trap, something like that.
You can use that how many times a day?
It doesn't have a limit on it.
Okay. Because I know you used it earlier today, but you have to roll a d20 to see how many pigeons pop out.
We've had a long rest.
13 pigeons.
I think you respond on a dawn, though. Anyway, that's fine. Go ahead.
No, it doesn't have a limit on it. The only thing is that a nat 20 breaks it.
Okay.
So you don't want a nat 20? That's weird.
Don't want a nat 20. So I rolled a 13. So 13 little pigeons.
And as you kind of like missile spray it out in this non-pattern, just sporadic spraying of pigeons, just 13 pigeons go flying off in different directions, and you watch to see if any sort of aerial assaults or some sort of magical essence, something triggered.
Snap, I eat one.
Jill eats one out of the air. 12 pigeons go flying off into the upper rims of some of the rafting and upper layers of, but you see them kind of just
Tastes like
disappear,
magic smoke.
disappear off into the upper extremities of the mines of the mountain.
Do those just stay forever?
I chew and it's wait, is it actually a real thing?
No, it poofs in your mouth.
Okay,
as you crunch
okay.
down on it.
Yeah,
There's
that's
just a
what I
puff
thought.
of feathers that
They stay around until, something happens to them, like
Jill?
eats them.
like someone said.
Something like Jill happens to them.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic again as a ritual. So I'll need 10 minutes, but then we can hopefully just walk on out. I know that's not gonna happen, but
Gonna look out for anything suspicious, I guess.
Okay. Make a perception check.
This is going in the... So that would be +5... 11.
Doesn't seem to be anything.
Cool.
You're a little distraught that there was no taste to that pigeon, just a puff of nothing in your mouth.
I'll just eat some bug jerky.
Oh, there we go.
But
Which should all tell you something. If with his ring on, the bug jerky still tastes good, you probably don't actually want to eat the bug jerky because it's not good.
probably.
For him, it's great. It's
That's
perfect.
fair. That's an excellent point.
That's funny.
Okay, so I cast Detect Magic. Is there any magic?
As you look around the general vicinity that you guys are in, nothing seems to jump out at you or anything like that.
I guess we just very slowly start walking forward. I'm gonna try to take the front of the group since I can see things.
I push her backwards and go in front of her.
I pull Jill backwards and go in front of him.
Misfit
It's-
runs in
I-
front of both of you and pushes you both back.
Shit.
If you're going to be in front of me, just stay right in front of me, 5 feet. Don't go too far ahead because I can see things within a 30 foot, but I need plenty of time to tell you to stop.
Alright.
And magic is in terms of obviously nothing that's on your friends. You're looking for things not in the vicinity, right?
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Well, I
Where
feel
are
like
you
we were
guys
supposed
heading?
to... I don't fucking know.
Just
So that
Scooby-Doo crawling through the streets, just slowly making your way somewhere in a big group, or what do you want to do?
did the Dingus boys say where they were going?
Well, they'd be meeting us here, technically.
That is true, but did they say where they were going in the meantime? Because we also told them meeting at night.
So, with that being said, just to give you guys a little bit of inclination of timing, when the doctor left, it was roughly 3 p.m. You told Thurgood that you're going to meet him in 10 p.m. back at the mines, which would roughly be in about 7 hours. That's why I was asking Volt how long it took him to finish off what he was doing, which would be around 7. 7 o'clock is when all kinds of crazy shit went down, when Alona went off and did her thing, and all kinds of things happened with things, and you guys had your bot fights, and you went to go find Alona, and then you went down you turned into a dinosaur, and you went into a tower, and you came downstairs, and you fought some rock monsters, and you took a 2-hour long rest. So, going up the mine shaft and coming up top to the Scavenger City. It's roughly around like 9:30, just to give you an inclination of timing to meet Thurgood is coming up soon.
Oh, okay.
So do we just want to wait here, or do we want to do something else?
Hide in the shadows until we see him.
Sorry,
All
is
right.
the plan that we're actually still doing this tonight?
I mean,
We at least need to tell him that the plan has changed.
well, yeah.
So, I think, Styx, you're the stealthiest. You should stay closest to where he's going to meet everyone. The rest of us will stay within sight, but far enough that if they're thinking they can ambush us, they'll be sadly mistaken.
Look, if I'm being really honest, it's a miracle that we're not dead right now, all of us. I'm surprised that there wasn't an ambush waiting for us. And if we still have the telepathic bond thing, right? Yeah, because he's always doing ritual casts. Okay, so this is all telepathic.
Did you want to recast it again? Okay.
So if they meet us here, they will be in danger.
Erden or the Dingus boys?
I mean, the Dingus boys.
But we also don't know where else to meet them.
We don't. We could maybe leave them a message. Or
I don't exactly think that's safe.
Or we just leave.
Leave?
I'm not saying that we drop this, but and it is entirely my fault. I think for the moment they're going to be expecting us.
Yeah.
No matter when we go. The middle of the night, the end of the week, it doesn't matter. They're going to
They're
expect
also
be
probably
expecting
not really
all
going
time.
anywhere, being that this is their home base.
No, they're not.
No,
Yeah.
but they could fortify.
I mean, it was already pretty fortified.
Yeah, so like what I'm saying is we maybe take some time to recover some more of our energy and come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's not really enough time to do some major fortification without pissing off some people who are already apparently going to be having a strike. That's still a
No.
thing.
I get the probably not. No.
Well, it's best just to be careful, because two of us died today, apparently. So, I almost died. I don't know about Styx, but he looked pretty hurt. So I think I'm usually not like the voice of reason, but I feel like we need to prepare a little bit more, otherwise we're gonna die again.
No, see, you already said you're not usually the voice of reason, therefore we shouldn't listen to you, so let's go right back in.
You're right. Let's just go right now.
No, I think Jill is actually right.
That was a joke. Yeah, we should take some more time to prepare. Not
we've
a
got-
lot more time, mind. We're gonna get back in there soon.
We got two options. We rest up tonight, strike first thing in the morning, so to speak. They know it's coming either way, because that woman's got, as Aluna said, cameras, for want of a better word, surveillance, so she knows when someone's coming through the door. Either way we go the tunnel that Thurgood told us she would have known about it because she's got the surveillance in there. We go through the front door, she's going to know about it. So we rest up tonight, get our full energy back, all our spells and abilities back, attack first thing. Or the other option, and probably not as popular, we get out of Dodge.
Hell no.
I don't want to.
We know they're here. They're not going anywhere. We go and find a few allies. We get a few more things.
What is
Make a
everyone's
long-term
opinion
plan.
on removing Thorgood from the equation tonight?
I'm up for killing the little shit.
I mean, if he's showing up here, we can ambush him.
Exactly.
Stop from food again, I'll go down quick.
At least see if he shows up alone. If he does, we take him out of the equation.
I'm
At
worried
least-
at that point it might be too late to. I mean, we're going to be at their doorstep. If we start
No.
attacking him,
No. I'm not saying attack him here, but we lure him away. or we stuff him in your closet again.
And we just leave the door closed forever.
There are several ways to take somebody out of the equation. Back in Imbrick, who was the one that you guys said that you teleported the names?
I teleported someone?
No, the boys when they had gone to screw with Earl Elmdeck. The dwarf, the House of Rhodes.
Oh, the Earl?
Oh,
Yes.
Just to help there, sorry.
that was
Planting the
the drugs.
seeds of doubt among him.
That was a bold plan.
So can you teleport somebody again?
The problem is that there's magic. There's obviously magic in guarding the tower from scrying and viewing and things like that. I don't know if it also stops teleportation into the tower from outside the tower. The other problem is that I'm worried that if we stay in the city tonight, we will be found out and they will get us first thing in the morning, or before first thing in the morning, because she is everywhere and she literally does run this city. I take full responsibility and full guilt for this, but I honestly think that our best chance is to get out of Dodge, as Styx said. I mean, I hate to second it, but maybe there are ways to draw her out. I don't know if Red Buzzard
if we're going to do that, then let me at least set the bomb and blow a hole in the side of this.
I don't
I
think
just
any of
made
us should
this
go.
bomb. Let me set it off, damn it. I'm not carrying this shit around.
I don't think any of us should go near the tower. It's going to be hard enough to get away from it. And outside the city walls, if we go straight towards them, then there's no way that we're going to make it out.
Let's just steal an airship.
I mean, that's also a thought.
There's airship traders in the city. Let's go and steal one of them.
No
Fly us out of here.
airships. Nada. No. Those things are death traps.
I mean, there's always the chance that later, I don't know if the Red Buzzers ever call meetings or anything like that, but perhaps we can find her outside the walls and we can take her down separately, or we let them fortify, but we fortify ourselves and we know what we're up against now and we can come back stronger and better prepared. I'm not saying that we drop this and leave her, because I want her dead, and I know that Jill, you especially want her dead, and I am the most sorry to you because I know that this is something that you've been after for a long time, but I don't think that anytime soon she'll be expecting it.
Alright. I think we need to come back later. And then we blow her up somehow. But before that, I think Percy had something to do back in whatever that place was called we just came from. I don't remember.
Imbrick, my
is that it?
Yes.
Yeah. You said something was going on there. Maybe we should just head back there, deal with that all the way to the end.
Yes, there are some loose threads there. Can we at least talk to the Dingus boys and get them to start seeding dissension in the city against...
I mean, we can try, but I'm pretty sure they don't really care.
Yeah, but money helps.
Well, that plus sometimes just bat of the eyelashes.
Yeah, that one's got one of them's got a thing for you, definitely.
This is why I see those sort of emotions.
Alright, so let's just wait here, see the Dingus boys, tell them what's off for now. We'll come back later. Do we kill the dwarf guy, or do we just
I do think we... Well, if we take him out now and then leave, there's a chance that they replace him.
Yeah, that's an unknown aspect that we come back to. If we leave now, then that gives the impression that she's won.
Exactly.
Maybe let's a drop a guard for. We leave it a week or so.
That is true.
We go back to Imbric, sort things out, gather some more resources.
Think, at the very least, if the Dingus boys can sniff out allies, that perhaps we can hit on multiple fronts.
The other
take
problem
the tower,
is
they take the rats in the city.
she knows exactly where we are right now.
Ow.
The longer we wait here, the more likely it is that she's going to come get us.
So let's go to where we can see where the rendezvous with the... Well, if a few of us go to where the Dingus boys are supposed to meet us...
I don't think we should split up.
No.
Splitting up's how we got into trouble in the first place. Stay together.
My thought was someone else tried to head them off, but that is a good point. So let's go to where they're supposed to meet us and see if we can't find them. We'll stay within sight of each other at all times. And Walt, if you can keep the telepathic bond up, just in case.
Oh goodness, where to begin? Growing up in a bunker alone with only her father and her mechanical dragon, Misfit, Ilona Lewin often felt isolated and alone for the first 24 years of her existence. Forbidden from venturing into the apocalyptic wasteland she was told lay beyond the bunker door, she often dreamed of having her own adventures. After her father left one day and never returned, she had no choice but to leave home and was enthused to discover the world that she thought had been destroyed was so alive. There was so much beauty, so much wonder, so many new friends to meet, and Ilona wasn't going to waste any time. She set off with nothing but her father's coat and her mechanical best friend to find answers to so many of the questions she had. Did bees really have knees? What did the ocean look like? I wonder if there are actually fish larger than dragons, like I've read about. There were so many adventures to be had. So why had her father locked her away and kept her from knowing such a wonderful and magnificent place filled with so many great people? Ilona made friends with anyone she had even half a conversation with, but soon found herself closely bonded with a group of adventurers training to be part of the Glory Hounds, a marvelous skill that she had already accidentally sort of stumbled into, but she is officially a member. Probably. Choosing to stay with these gearhearts, Ilona soon began to learn that this world was not as perfect as she first thought it to be. So many friends in this world would lie and hurt people. There was a darkness to the world that even she couldn't avoid seeing. But never fear, this girl was raised on fairy tales, stories where monsters were always slain, good always triumphs over evil, and the heroes always stand victorious. It's going to take a lot more than evil plots and devious villains to make Ilona, regret ever leaving that bunker.
Freylost Akra has always been a strong-minded sort, even from his early days among the orphans abandoned at the gates of Grimjaw's compound. He was hand-selected to undergo training to become an elite shock trooper under the God, Tyr, to maintain order throughout the known lands. He maintained this reputation during his training, holding a standing record for returning other platoons as lost flags, as well as a record for the most successful captures on training missions and the most, disciplinary paperwork for refusal of orders. He was an excellent shock trooper with a bit of a mind of his own, and may have risen high among those of lofty ideals were it not for that day. That fateful day, wherein he was ordered to take part in the summary execution of a small village of reformed criminals for not more than seeking a better life than the one levied upon them by the prisons they had slowly broken free of. You see, while the rest of his squad saw hardened criminals, Freylost saw people trying to make the most of what they had, far away from any who could come to harm for it. While the rest of his squad fell too, Freylost fell away, off into the wilds until he hit a point where he could run no more, drifting off into sleep. In his dreams, he was made an offer, a chance to understand why the world behaved the way it did, why it could be so brutal, so unforgiving, and more importantly, how he could change it. All he need do was step away from his home and squad, and continue seeking power under the guidance of this new force. He awoke with an unfamiliar mask, an unfamiliar guide, and an all-too-familiar need to take action.
Well, hello there. Name's Jill Ashwood Tech. My friends call me Jill. I'm a lizard folk, as you can plainly see, and this here is my introduction. I was born in what most Saskans called the Savage Swamplands. I, however, called it home, till I was run out for hunting too much. Ugh, bunch of bull. They were just jealous I was better at hunting than them. Where was I? Oh yeah, left swamp. Yeah, I left the swamp. Eventually found myself in the company of some soft-skinned mercs. They needed some muscle. I obliged. Spent a long time with them. Grew fond of them. And then one day, they died. A rival company, the Red Buzzards, thought we were moving in on their turf. So, they killed all of them. Except me. Thought they could make a spectacle of me. So they sent me over to an arena to fight forever till I died. I wasn't happy with this. So, one day, during a really nasty riot, I snuck out and escaped. I got nicked on the way out though, so had to lay low for a few months while that healed. Eventually, when I was getting ready, I heard rumors of a new merc company opening up in Azeros, so I made my way there to hide myself among them, gather some strength and information, so I can kill me some red buzzards. And that's how I met the Glory Hounds.
Oh, hi. I was told to introduce myself. I'm Voltao, a 15-year-old storm chaser. My friends call me Volt. I got the nickname because I like storms. I know, shocking, right? Did I get that pun right? Is that okay? Is that good? Okay, good. Well, I'm from a small island named Akari in the Sea of Radiance. My home is known for elementals fighting off the coast every 10 years. I was on the beach for one of these fights, watching a giant snake made of clouds fighting a water elemental. After that, I was hooked. It made me want to become a storm chaser, so I headed to the mainland to see if I could find any other storms that aren't on my island. Some people tell me I get excited when I talk about storms, but what can I say? They're so cool. I really hope that I can find other people who like storms. Yeah, like crazy storms, like when the wind blows from a cold to a hot and makes a tornado that can destroy an entire village by just going through it. Wait, we're out of time? No, but it was just getting good.
Styx ain't had the easiest lives, but what he has lived through has made him the goblin he is today. He was born and raised in this tiny village situated in the forest that surrounds the Shadowvale Mountains. Life was peaceful until the night the heroes came to visit and threw his life into darkness. Alone and afraid in a world he didn't understand, he sought shelter in the only place he could find, the ruins he had heard about as a child buried deep within the Shadowvale Mountain. Just one problem with that: the ruins weren't empty. The years passed filled with pain, fear and solitude until he was rescued by his now closest friend Kylar. This fateful day would change Styx's life forever. He was no longer alone in the world. He had friends, he had a family, he had a cause to fight for. Styx is now a blood hunter and a member of the Claret Order, those who fight against the darkness and the things that would use the darkness as a weapon. His training now complete, he has decided to travel and expand his knowledge of the world and the secrets it hides. Eventually, his travels led him to Lower Azaro and the guild hall of the Glory Hounds. Little did Styx know that this one act of accepting work would have such a big impact on his life. Styx now has some new comrades and new friends to explore the world with, and new ways to look at the world. He has found a talent for magic he didn't know about, and through this magic, his familiar, Acheron. The shadows of his past are once again looming behind Styx, but Styx knows he has friends to help him. He ain't alone anymore, and he ain't afraid anymore. He's still the same goblin he's always been, but one thing he knows for sure. It's true what they say, mate. What don't kill you can scar you for life. But the drink helps.
Persephone Sharonford Vanderoth Kearney de Renard III, fourth child of Viscount Zephyros de Renard, daughter of the House of Blades. At your service. But don't let my good breeding fool you. My family not only rules Theros with the other three houses, but we also control its military. As a child, instead of playing with dolls and learning how to arrange flowers, like my sisters, I studied combat and tactics with my brothers, and I was rather good at it. Then I discovered engineering and constructed my first firearm, Requiem. Life was going well, until I overheard my parents discussing an arranged marriage for me. Having already been thoroughly disillusioned about the bliss that is usually associated with marriage, I did the only thing I could. Claimed I was going for a long visit with Great Aunt Rosalind in Upper Azeros, took the longer route by land, and remained in Lower Azeros instead. I calculated it would be around 2 months before anyone showed up looking for me, by which time I would be long gone, a false name hiding my trail. Unfortunately, I miscalculated. Far too soon I heard that my eldest sister, Calypso, was in town looking for me. My miscalculation, father's choice and agent, and the sudden discovery that a band of thugs have been seeking to kidnap Calypso left me less than ecstatic. I had little choice but to reveal my identity to my new allies, and escort my sister back to the safety of our estate in Imbrick, hopefully drawing out the brigands in the process. So far, things are going about as well as everything else lately.
I really think we're making a mistake by leaving on this. But
I think so too. But
Yeah, but sometimes in battles you've got to
retreat.
retreat.
I don't
Go
like
to the
it
ground for now.
either. I don't like it either, but
Yeah, but now
on the wall.
now we know where one of those is. This organization, this section, aren't going anywhere. We leave with our tail between our legs, so to speak. She's done a blow to us, done a big victory for the three-tailed rats, avenged one of their fallen comrades. And we come back in a week or so.
well, it takes a
Very
while to
different.
travel across land, but we'll see.
Well, we come back in a couple of weeks with a new plan and try and get more. Now we know that she's got surveillance of the city. We can use that to our advantage of coming in disguise, that sort of thing. We have the Dingus boys set up in the city because there's going to be other people in the city that don't like it here, don't like the Three Tails ruling the city and hoarding all the mine and the money.
I think you guys are placing a lot of
I don't
faith in the idea that the Dingus boy is going to be willing to stay around here to begin with.
I
Yeah.
also agree with that, but we just gotta tell them that, hey, the plan's off, and then we'll leave. That's about it. But
I have to hope that they're smart enough to figure it out. I don't think we should wait. I think we should leave now. I think the longer we wait, the longer she can plan, and the longer she can block us off. Or the more likely it is that she can block us off.
Does anyone have the means of sending a message magically?
Not magically, but maybe we can find someone
Where are we
outside the
meeting?
city.
where are we meeting them, by the way?
Near the tower.
No, I thought we were meeting them by the shortcut or where the mines are or whatever. The Dingus boys.
Yeah, I think we're meeting the Dingus boys next to the mines, and then
Oh, okay.
They're good next to the mine as well.
Thurgund.
They're all due in the next 20 minutes.
Is there like a wall that's like really soft?
This convenient mattress wall.
Yeah. Is there a mattress wall?
Right over here. In fact, it says it. Are you looking for a soft wall? I mean, where?
Oh, I was gonna write a message, but then I remember I can't read, so that's not gonna work.
Yo, what up? My name is Jill. I'm some age and I never learned how to fucking read.
So yeah, that. So that's not gonna work actually. Damn.
Yeah, this space where you are at, again, there's this the elevator is kind of sort of fucked up where you had to crawl out of, but again, there's this shaft that goes down into the mines. So where you guys have come up out into the mines does come back into this kind of opened area out in front where, again, you recall like the doctors, like some, not the doctor specifically, but there's been other sorts of like transportation type vehicles for like loading and unloading. So there's kind of this open, almost like construction port kind of area, but again, you guys have just been kind of hanging out here in the quiet, telepathically talking to each other by yourselves. So you just,
you know what? Let's
standing
just
around.
fucking leave. I'm tired of this place. We'll come back later, kill all the bitches, and then we'll do something else. All right, let's get the fuck out.
All right, cool. Is that the plan? Is that what we're doing?
That's what Jill's doing.
Okay.
I think it's our best option.
Where would you like to start heading?
Where did we
And I
leave our
believe-
vehicles?
Can we stop by the was it the Fair Traveler? Is that the place? The tavern. Kind Traveler.
Kind Traveler, yep. Mm-hmm.
Can we at least swing by there and I can leave a note for the Dingus boys there?
If we stop anywhere, if we talk to anybody, it will be a target on their back if they haven't already figured out that they spoke to us and tried to figure out where we're hiding or something like that. Any person we talk to is either going to be a spy or it's going to be a new target for them to try to learn more about us.
Well, I don't know shit about us, so it's fine.
I just don't want to lose an ally that we may need when we come back.
We have to hope that they won't be unbelievably pissed at us for trying to keep them from getting involved in something that went shit side up. I honestly think that that's the better favor.
I think I can code the message well enough that it doesn't seem like they're with us. At least if I address it to Lucian.
The problem is you think, and I know that you're incredibly smart, but so is she, and she has people working for her that are also incredibly smart, and that will take time, and the longer we wait, the more likely it is that we're not going to get out.
Alright, let's just go. We won't leave them a message. We'll just get out of Dodge. We'll come back later.
Fine.
We're sitting around talking about this. Well, not talking. I say, waving my arms around my mouth.
Right, okay.
And then we'll just go get our stuff.
Okay.
And go.
As you guys start to head your way out, alone with your detect magic up, unforeseen at first, but as you do start to make your way out, there's these large posts that you guys have walked a couple times now through the entranceway, and up on top you would see that same sort of yellow divination magic of the cameras, if you will,
Cool.
as you get closer to it. You were too far away at first to see them specifically, but as you guys start to traverse your way out, you would have seen them actually on both sides, appearing to be looking in and looking out.
If she didn't know exactly where we were before, she definitely does now.
All right.
We make a beeline for the exit. I don't know if she has cameras all over the city. She might.
Okay, where do you guys like to go?
Did we have any, like, horses or whatever? Like mech things?
If I'm not mistaken, you guys have your mech stangs. I just originally thought you guys parked them at the doctor's place. You would have been allowed to bring them in here, but where exactly you'd like to put them, I just figured you guys left them there.
Yeah,
mounts are always just left places. Like no one ever thinks about them until we need them.
We'll go get the mech stays, and Cody can summon his lizard Balzahar.
That's how you guys get in here, if that's what you want to do.
Balthazar, yeah.
Then my mount's with me. That's fine.
He should still be alive.
And he's got a ward machine. Yep.
All right, we'll grab those, and then we get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Do we go by train or steal an airship?
We're not getting an airship.
It would be quicker.
You guys could head out now. There's enough mounts right now for you guys to get out. I'll go get the stuff. I'll meet you outside.
Wait, what stuff?
Nobody's going off.
Our Mustangs. I'm be fine. I'm gonna lift up and go.
No.
I'll meet you outside.
No.
Last time I left someone alone, they died. Come on.
Yes.
Did I just talk about how going off on your own is a terrible fucking idea?
I'm also the only one she has not seen. I've literally been in this suit this entire time.
Volt, she has seen you now. She has cameras everywhere.
I'm still in my suit.
Well, you weren't in that
now
suit.
see my face. I'm not gonna even come out of this right now. You guys head out so she sees you guys leaving. She's gonna be watching you, the group of people, not the individual. I'm gonna be flying.
She has enough eyes to watch both.
Yes, I'm not gonna be me. Anything that obvious. I'm gonna go and pick up our stuff and I'll meet you guys outside.
No.
No, we're all going together. Together we can handle anything she throws at us.
Stop me. So I will turn into a
I will grab him.
Fly off.
Oh gosh, okay.
I will also grab him, this bitch.
Cool, I'm a huge.
So we're going with you, apparently, then.
I will cast reduce.
Oh, well then, we're not going anywhere.
What is happening right now? Okay, so as you guys make your way out of the... I love this group so much. It's so much fun. All right, so as you guys make your way out into like the main streets of the city, you have more of this conversation. Again, voiceless. There's no actual verbal things happening so far, but all of a sudden, You see as Volt turn into a big dinosaur again. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you turn into this large dinosaur, I think Frey and Jill try to reach out and grab him.
Yep.
All right. That would be a grapple check. So I need opposed athletics. I'm guessing from the large dinosaur.
Cool. So, question.
Yes.
These would be opportunity attacks.
I mean, you declared what you were doing, so like we
I
definitely
would
had
have
enough
said
time
that
to
I was
respond.
turning into something. I just said you couldn't stop me, and then I turned.
Then we
forward.
would immediately be moving towards you.
Okay, so would that be initiative? Because the thing has flyby, so technically wouldn't have
We
reactions.
literally don't have the time for this.
Mhm.
And
It's all in like minutes. It's okay.
go ahead and how long is the range on reduce?
Ilona.
Sorry, that was a question for me. Pulling it up. 30 feet.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure this dinosaur flies pretty quick. So, we'll say, since there is no map for this is all theory of the mind at this point, I would actually like everyone to roll initiative on this, just because everyone's doing it all at the same time.
17.
11.
Nope. 15, sorry.
Well, since he got that high, I'm not going to be able to do anything.
Bless you.
9 plus... What is it? Dex?
Who was it, 17, Frey?
No, I had 11. Ilona had 17.
I can roll
Mine's
D10
15.
and add
15,
it
I
to my
counted
thing. Hold on,
Okay.
where is this? Where are you? Maneuvers. There you are. Is it ambush? Dexterity stealth check or initiative. Okay, so I can't. Please roll a 10. Come on, you got this. Because right now it's
Roll a
at 10.
9. Oh.
Damn it! Alright, so 14.
Okay, so I don't know why I pulled up the actual turn order. So as you guys are all having this conversation, Volt with the 19, you are turning into a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you are taking off.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what was the marching order? Because you guys did declare one. What was it?
I was near the front.
So was I.
So was I.
Us two were the
Wasn't
ones
back.
who stated we were towards the front, yeah.
All right.
I mean, Alona was also towards the front because she made sure she was 5 feet behind Jill and Frey so that she would be able to see anything before they interacted with it.
Okay. Right. So is Volt towards the back? I was just asking in terms of the opportunity attack to try to grapple him. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, so there's no opportunity attacks.
All right, cool.
My bird is
All
flyby.
right. Volt turns into a dinosaur. As you guys are all yelling at each other in your minds. And takes off. What's the fly speed?
80.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Now, in your 80-foot direction, where are you going? On a diagonal? You
I'm going. I'm going diagonal up, and I'm going straight to where the mounts are.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do to catch up to him.
Okay. That means Ilona would be next. And Ilona, you want to try to do reduce?
No, not if he's out of range.
Well, let's do the math.
So it'd be 80 diagonally, then forward.
Yeah, what is your movement speed?
It's 80. So
No,
we can't.
Ilona.
30?
I don't think there's any way to catch him.
No.
How far does the spell go?
30. So it would be
So
at least
even
60.
Even if you ran 30 feet straight out, following Volt and cast it up, you are not close enough to do it.
Yeah, so this is over. This
She
is
would
over.
have an additional 10 feet of movement from starting in my aura, and he was behind us.
Oh, then I would have as well.
Only if you were within exactly 5 feet of me, which you weren't.
Oh, but yeah.
Nope. So, what we'll say here, I'm doing the hypotenuse calculator. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. So if Ilona runs 40 feet out, and you are 80 feet on a diagonal up, right? how high up are you going? Because if you go 80 feet on diagonal, there's a difference between a
I'll-
diagonal this way and a diagonal this way.
I'll just make this super easy. Even if I can reach him, I'm not going to because nobody can grapple him. So I'm not going to waste my last second level spell slot.
Oh, that's very
I
true.
can fly though. No, I can't. I can't fly.
The person who can help you fly is taking off as a dry bird dragon.
Yeah.
A
Sorry.
dry
Yeah.
bird? Is it a wet dinosaur?
Yeah. Well, dinosaurs are birds, man. They're like
Yeah, they are
Why
they're
birds.
birds?
essentially
Right.
the same thing. Okay. So as this conversation happened, Bolt just takes off. Caw-caw! Dragon.
I waste the
Dragon
superiority
lizard,
dice for
dinosaur.
this.
Leaving the rest of you off in the distance.
So I guess we're going to the train.
No, we're going to where his stuff is. If he's gonna be a little bitch, we're gonna be with him.
He's going to alert everyone that we're going in that direction, so they will most definitely.
Yeah,
be ready
so we
for
need to
us.
travel together since Izzy keeps saying they have eyes everywhere anyway. Let's
All
go.
right, let's fucking go. God damn this guy.
This is the.
So, as you guys start to head off towards Volt, Volt, you're going back. Again, I don't recall anyone really declaring where these were. I just assumed that you guys.
They would have been with the train. We would have taken them off the train. So
At
to
the
be
dock.
where
Yeah,
the rock
right.
was.
So it's back towards the docks place.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of, sort of on the other edge of town. All right. So as the dragon, I keep saying dragon, just like dragons so much. As you take off in this form, and you guys watch him kind of disappear off into the distance, as you start to follow him, you see figures start to approach you down the street.
God damn it.
Percy, you having the highest perception would be able to make these figures out pretty quickly. You see a smaller gentleman.
It's
You
his
see
voice.
a large, big, robust creature. Somewhat slender other person, and then another sort of smaller person wearing a hat.
Dingus boys.
And as they kind of come out of the shadows, if you will, you see not only the Dingus boys, but you also see Thurgood, not dressed in his typical red-robed attire, but actually kind of dressed in some sort of raggedy clothes, if you will. Looks like he's trying to kind of hide his appearance as best as he can with just kind of makeshift cowl, hood, and just basic brown leather shrapnel clothing.
Does it seem like he is part of an ambush or brainwashing or mind controlling the Dingus boys or
okay.
anything like that?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. Which dice do I trust?
I even wrote a little thing on. Oh, you can't see it. Oh.
Barely.
I don't know. I tried to draw the hypotenuse with the 80 feet thing, but yeah, I guess it doesn't really make sense to reduce him once he's out of like range of it. All right, so Bolt
Hey.
takes off.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Plus on my bonus insight from my dragon mark, I got a 4.
4. Okay.
So 26.
Okay. No spells or anything. But what you do notice is that Thurgood is like walking with them, but not walking with them. If that makes sense. He's somewhat confused as to why there's these. They're not necessarily in a group. As in all 4 of them walking together. There's kind of one off to the side, and the 3 other ones walking in your direction. And you definitely can tell from Thurgood that he's very confused at why he sees all of you, but also kind of side-eyeing, the fuck are these people doing here? And the Dingus boys don't really care who the fuck this is. They're all just walking up towards you guys.
Okay.
Well, this is gonna be a conversation.
Mademoiselle, we are here to help you save the day. I see you have all of your friends, for the most part, I guess.
I'm just gonna push past him. We don't have time for this. Stop walking.
Keep walking. Don't draw attention. Evening, Thurgood.
Very confused. Why? What seems to be the trouble?
So they're aware that we are planning this. We did some reconnaissance and it went south.
You will hear Thurgood immediately. Excuse me, are you saying that they know
They do not necessarily know who's aligned with us. They just know that
Alright,
we
real
tried
quick,
to go in.
Looks over towards Alona. Shark, what the fuck were you doing in the tower?
I could ask you the same question. What the fuck, Thurgoon? You knew that there were spells on the tower.
I work for the 310. What do you think? What am I doing there, right?
You should have warned me that the connection would be cut. It's the reason I went in there in the first place.
Don't draw attention.
The plan was to meet here in a couple hours. Here I am. What are you talking about?
I start ignoring him. I'm not answering any more questions
Keep
from
your
this
voices down.
Oh yeah, he's very vocal.
Yeah, I'm ignoring him.
Hey, G, you got any more of that bug jerky?
Yeah, I have bug jerky.
Hey, Thurgood, you want some bug jerky to shut up?
It would hurt, alright?
I give him some bug jerky.
Interestingly enough, he enjoys it.
Good enough.
Right, so, is anyone going to explain what exactly we're doing here? Because I'm getting a little perturbed at the fact that I thought we were going to do something, now we're not doing something.
You had a bit of a snafu. As in, like, 2 of us died level snafus. And luckily, managed to come back from that. Crazy, right? Besides the point. Simple fact of the matter is, they're aware we're here. They're aware we tried to make an incursion. And for right now, we're going to be bugging out so we can come back with some more allies or just some better gear to take them down.
Yeah.
So look at that, Thurgood. You got some more time to build up some riches in there before we come and take it all for you.
No, there's no time for all that. I told you all to lay low. I told you she sees everything. What do you think this is? Now I'm out now. I can't just go around. Look, the fact that I'm even here is only because of this. And he holds up this little trinket around his necklace. All right, it's now or never. I'm not throwing this again. All right.
Then do you have the means of regenerating energy? Because those that have magic in this group are tapped out.
What do you mean you're all tapped out?
We went to rescue Alona, and
Made a mistake.
we fought your defenses. Golems?
Yeah, right. Okay, so going into the mines has been a bad idea this whole time, right? And those golem creatures, they're not all creatures. They're creatures that live down there. So if you went down there, that's your own fault, right?
We went to the tower, we went to the balcony, and the balcony apparently sent us to the mines.
Yeah, right. We only go down there at certain times, and we go in, we get the fuck out. We only collect a little bit of samples every now and again till we kill off these fucking golems, right?
Yeah, what are they using those crystals for?
I don't really see how that's really important, right? It's either we go now and we go take out Harley, alright, or I'm fucking done with this because as of right now, I'm not completely out of wraps, right? I'm not putting my neck out for y'all if y'all just gonna back out last second and get cold feet.
This is not cold feet. This is we are hurt and exhausted and drained.
Right, enough of this. I spin around, I grab him by his collar, lift him and slam him into the wall.
Oh.
Okay.
You're gonna answer my fucking questions.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Alrighty.
I don't really think this is the time for all of this. Go ahead.
31.
31.
Oh.
You seem to have his attention.
What are the crystals for?
Listen, alright? I don't know all the ins and outs what the crystals do.
What are the crystals for?
As you're slamming him back against the wall a couple times. If you let me finish, I don't know what they're for, right? I just know that we go down, we collect as many as we can, and we get the fuck out before those big crystal-y golem creatures come.
Where do they go?
I don't know what they're all for, mate.
Where do they go? Does Harley take them? Do they get sent to the buzzards? What
No, I make
happens to
fancy
them?
jewelry out. Well, of course Harley takes them and uses them. I don't know what she uses them all for.
But she keeps them for herself. She does not send them anywhere.
The crystals, do they look anything like what she was holding whenever I woke up?
from your check from before,
I rolled like a 27.
similar but different. So far, you guys have seen purple and blues and pinks and reds. That was a green one. But in terms of, shardiness and crystalliness, sure.
What's that thing around your neck? Was that what you're going to use to get in the back way?
It's that all her little, spawn majiggies around town that can't see me, right? So all right now, she's probably watching all of you, right?
Yeah, this looks nice and helpful for your cover story, doesn't it, bud?
At least now she is. Now we're just standing here like a bunch of idiots, right?
So
how are you
going
gonna
to
get us in then?
Take it.
Listen, are we going or not? Because if not, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I don't think you have that choice right now. How are you going to get us in?
Cool. All right. So
With the 31 intimidation, I bet.
is going to Misty Step.
Yep.
30 feet over there. Down the way he was walking. All right. Seriously. Are you all going or no?
I'm faster than he is. I'm chasing him.
How about this?
Oh, shit.
You chase? Okay.
Yeah.
If we do go in, you take care of Harley, because we, our casters, have nothing.
Man, I can help with Harley.
He just kind of waved at you. Shush.
Listen, it was not the plan. The plan was, I'll get you in. That was it.
We can't end Harley in our current state. It's suicide to go in without help.
Yeah, right. You all locked me in a closet, and I agreed to help you. We had this whole trust conversation, and I said, all right, I'll get you in.
I snatched his necklace off.
Ooh, from 30 feet away?
Oh.
No, I walked up to talk to him because I'm not yelling down the sidewalk.
Oh, no, okay. If you were to approach him, he's not going to let you get close. That's not happening. So as soon as you get within like 15 feet, he's going to just continue to back up. What? Seriously, what is going on here? I didn't know you were working close. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Honestly, at this point, she's probably seen him with us anyway. We let him go back. She can deal with him. I don't care at this point. We don't need him. Volt is getting farther away. We have to go.
Yep, right. That sounds like that's my cue to leave.
Yep, see ya. Let's go.
Frey,
Turn to walk away.
And,
you want a bit of shiny?
he actually starts to run away, and as he
That's a wrong decision there.
As he starts to run, you see him just vanish into the air.
Ah. Alright, let's go catch up the vault, and then we leave.
Why do I gotta be out of those spells? It's a pain in the ass.
I mean, you died.
Wow.
I actually have a vast majority of my spells right now. It's just my third levels that I need that I don't have.
This is quite a predicament. What exactly is the plan here? Because,
Treat for now.
We're heading back to Imbrick. Then we'll come back and kill.
We have business in Imbrick. If you want to join for now, that's fine. We could probably use a little extra help that is not recognized. If not, then we could use allies here until we get back.
I don't like that we don't know what those crystals are for. We killed everything down there that's stopping them from just harvesting them nonstop. This is a major issue.
I have some theories, but not
And
now.
who says that there's not more that just hadn't shown up yet?
Vold, about this time is when you would make it back to the next thing, by the way.
Well, I'm just picking them up and then going up.
Okay. Back to Vold 4, or are you going to pull them back in?
No, I'm picking them up and then going straight up.
Okay, cool.
I'm leaving where the airships leave.
Oh, are you... Okay. Okay, so you're going to pick the mech things up and take them up on an airship to go outside the mountain.
Yeah, I'm leaving where the airships leave to go outside the mountain, so I'll meet them at the entrance.
Got it. Okay, cool. Just so I know where you're going. All right, cool. don't know. This is listen, mon chéri, as beautiful and wonderful as you are, you must understand we are not heroes or adventurers. We agreed to help you because there was riches promised, but if this is not the thing that is happening now, that's what was that
Right
all
then.
about?
Fuck off.
Pull.
I'm going.
I will pull out
Heading off after,
my last ruby.
Oh, okay.
There are riches. If you need a retainer, I can provide it. You don't have to do anything dangerous yet. Just keep your ear to the ground, see if there's any that could be allies when we come back and actually deal with this mess. And then when we do, that's where the real treasure is.
I would say roll of advantage. With Frey storming off, it would not help. So just go ahead and roll a straight persuasion check. Speaking to
Persuasion. That's 22.
he looks over at you, and again, he has this interesting mask on, much like Frey has his blank mask, but he has this kind of ramshackle, steampunk, end of the world kind of gas match, kind of makeshift gas mask thing on, and he takes it off, and when you look underneath, he's a very handsome, scrapping half elf young fella. Kind of like reddish tinted hair, kind of short crew cut to it. He has like a little earring in one of his ears. He says, as tempting as that sounds, I do not like the sound of the proposition, my sweet. But perhaps if our paths cross again, the Dingus boys would be more than happy to help you on a less, well, death-defying innate excursion. So, no, seriously, I didn't like this from the start, so I'm good here. We're good. I think we're good, and thank you kindly. And Big Al takes off. So does Lorian, and Thavik will just.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry we couldn't be more of assistance.
That's okay.
And just turns around.
Codes.
Rolled a 24 on my insight, so sorry. It was too. It was above the persuasion.
Alright, we'll go to where we think Volt is. He's not there, and like, fuck, and then we'll head towards the outside of the city. Is what I'm assuming it's gonna happen, because his things will be gone. So we're like, oh, he already got here, did the thing, and now he's gone, so we have to go outside. Is what I'm trying to quicken, I guess?
Oh yeah, it doesn't really have a range. You guys can still talk to each other.
Yeah. Just imagine a long stream of profanities directed at Volt this entire time.
As he's flying.
Yep.
Tears streaming down the dinosaur's eyes. I don't know. Do dinosaurs have tear ducts? I don't know. They probably do.
They probably do.
Gearhearts, as you stand there in the open streets of Scavenger City, outside the mine shafts, the Dingus boys departing, Thurgood vanishing, one of your party members flying. What do the rest of you guys want to do?
We head outside the city. I would assume Volt would have told us he got the stuff. He's like, hey, I'm a dinosaur. I got the stuff. Leave me outside.
2 intelligence. It's got thing, fly, outside.
All right.
Intelligence.
Bright light. Sun thing.
Let's head to that fucking train station.
Okay. As you make your way back out, does take a little bit of a while to walk the city streets here, and you gather that the somewhat depleted population of the city at this hour, must be, since it's a little later in the evening. Although there is no specific day or night time, this a very city that never sleeps. It is sort of a downtime in terms of shops necessarily being open. There are some a few ramshackle places here and there, but for the most part, the streets are somewhat clear as you walk through, and heavy-hearted. It takes a little bit of time to traverse to the initial entry point that you came to.
I should clarify. The profanity was initially aimed at Volt, and then it was aimed at Thurgood, and then it was aimed at the Dingus Boys, and now it's just aimed at everything in general.
Now it's just aimed at the universe.
Ray is very, very angry.
Still holding on to those barbarian roots.
A little bit.
You can change my class, but you'll never change my range. So as you guys are milling about,
Take the barbarian out of the rage, but you can't take the rage out of the paladin.
It's still there. You just don't get the bonuses. Sorry, that's all. You can still roleplay it as much as you want.
Yeah.
Volt, when you get outside, as you fly up to one of these airship ports, this is really hard to describe with your fucking peanut brain. Not you, but that's a dinosaur. For you, I'll just tell you that you recall that you guys came in the train versions, which was down below, and these airships go up above. And when you originally traversed through the train cars to get here, it did take a little bit of time because your initial entry point was over in the eastern end of the mountain range itself. When you go outside, you are right on the outside of this large mountainscape where the city itself is contained. If you want to meet up with your friends, they would have to go up through these airships holes to meet with you.
I'm gonna go back down.
Okay.
So I'm going up, and then I was just trying to make the shortest path of me leaving.
Okay. Yeah, because again, the trains that come in here come from the north, south, east, and west, but they come from the outskirts of the mountain range themselves. For someone who wants to go directly to Scavenger City through the airships, that's fine. But if you want to go by foot, you actually have to go through these.
I have 2 hours of flying.
Okay.
I have one more 5th level spell, so if I get close to the thing, I'll land, turn back, and then go.
Okay. You want to leave the mech stangs out in the mountainscape somewhere?
No. So if I'm about to lose it, I'll land, drop them, go back in, pick them up, and go.
Pick up the mech stangs or pick up your friends?
Yes, mech stangs.
Okay.
I'm just getting the mech stangs to the entrance of where we went in.
All right. So you're not going out the airship ducts. You want to go where the train cars are.
So I want to go up through the airship one to go down the mountain from the outside.
I don't think I'm explaining this correctly. Hold on.
You would be out in the mountain range because we came in from the other mountain.
Miles away.
All right. Let me see if this helps. There we go. Let me bring you guys over here. And I apologize if I'm not explaining this correctly. So, in the Grim Mountains here, Scavenger City is here, right?
Right.
The rail cars that you guys originally came through started out here. There's no other entry point except for in the city itself. But if you can go airship directly into the mountain. There is no. So basically what I'm saying is if you go outside, there are no there's no other entrance points or anything like that. Think of it, gosh damn it, dude. Think of it these are subways here, man. There's no entry or exit point except for that's where you go in and out, and that's where you go in and out.
So where did the airships leave from to get outside?
Top of the mountain.
The top of the mountain has holes in it where the
Yes, I would go through one of those to get outside.
But it's too far from that entrance to where we would exit.
This was 6 hours in the car itself.
Oh, in the trains?
Right. From where you guys went here to the city
Bullet
itself
train.
was a 6-hour bullet train ride to get to the middle of the mountains. So when you go outside, you just see fucking mountains and night sky.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I would go to the train.
Okay, cool.
In the inside.
Gotcha. All right. I just want you to go outside and be like, oh, the fuck. Because,
Where the fuck am I?
You could technically fly to the entrance, but I mean, you'd have to you'd have to do it again. And I mean, what's your flight speed?
80.
160.
Feel
I
what?
don't think you'd make it the whole way.
He's also carrying stuff, so he'd be at half speed,
Yeah,
I
you'd
think.
probably.
I can carry the mech things unless they weigh more
I
than
think you'd be
20,000
okay
pounds.
carrying. I just don't think you'd have enough time to get there. You'd probably end up
Hmm.
short. So, if you want to go where like the entrance to the city was, again, there's 4 entrances via train: north, south, east, and west. You guys have so far done this one, the eastern one.
All right, so yeah, I'll just wait where the trains are.
Okay, cool.
I'll go and I'll land like behind some buildings, get unquetzled.
Unquetzled?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay, we'll go with that. Unquetzled. So, and that's where you guys are going to? You guys are going to the entrance?
I mean, that's the only way we can get out.
Okay. Alright.
Plus,
So,
we were gonna
it's going to be 11 o'clock-ish by the time you guys get done with all of this. You guys approach the light rails, the bullet trains, where you about what, a day or so ago, if I'm not mistaken, originally entered into Scavenger City, and you see Volts there with 3 mech tanks just kind of hanging out at the entrance.
All right, we are gonna have words later, because you don't do that. And I get the mech staying.
He doesn't fucking listen to words. Second time. He yelled at him plenty the first.
Go.
Come on, let's go.
We're going.
I just pictured like Jill doing like a bap on the dog nose with a newspaper, but like to Volt in this dinosaur form when he was like, "No."
Well, he's in his like mech armor stuff now, because I assume he untransformed.
Mm-mm.
No, you're still a dinosaur.
No, I'm undinosaur. I'm just in the hold still.
So you boop the Volt Buster.
Yeah, and then I take the mech stay and start walking towards. Is there a train there, or is it like are we waiting for a train?
You have to wait a little bit. It's 11 o'clock at night.
Yep.
Now, do you guys want to go back out the train car that you came in, or do you want to go north or west or south?
Where do we want to go?
We want to go.
Trying to get back to Imbrick.
So east,
South or east,
whichever arrives first.
Are you guys
Whichever
are
arrives
you guys
first.
on the map?
Hmm.
All right, you guys are here. Azeros is over there.
We don't see you marking stuff, by the way,
Say,
so we're right here.
We're wanting to go back to Imbrick.
So yeah.
Trying to go
Alright.
back to Imbrick.
If you want to go back to Imbrick,
Percy's-
yeah, you just want to take the eastern one. That's going to be your quickest one.
Yeah,
we'll
Percy's
take the
family was
east.
like, "Help!"
Okay, cool. You load up, and I mean, if you all want to, it's a 6-hour bullet train ride. I would allow there to be a long rest. Since you had a longer short rest, you can have a shorter long rest and sleep on the train if you'd like.
I will take that because I'm out of hit die.
Dick will pass the fuck out.
I want
What's
to
the take?
try on Deimos and Earl Elmdeck, and I have a description of Harley, so technically I could try to scry on her.
Okay.
And Thorgood, I want to see if he's being a weasel, if he's not talking to Harley when I scry on her.
You know he's a weasel.
Okay.
But is he currently being a
what's
weasel?
the DC of the scrying word?
I think it's 17. I think.
Okay. Deimos. Do you? I'm guessing you do this kind of in the beginning.
Yep.
All right. Being that you guys are kind of off to the east and it's 11 o'clock in Imbrick, it's a little later in the evening, so it's a little closer to say like 1-ish. So you just see your brother sleeping.
As long as he's still breathing, that's all I need to check on.
Fair enough.
That he's still breathing and that it's still in the house.
Yep. When you check on the Earl, it does not go through. And when you check on, you said Thurgood or Harley?
Both. Harley first, and if Thurgood is not there, then I'll scry on him.
Okay.
Now the Earl, do I know well enough that he gets the penalty to scrying? Because if you know somebody well, then they get a penalty to their save.
I'll look at it real quick.
Note to self, we need a piece of him to really make it so he can't resist this.
I still have some of him on my hammer.
I'm very sure you cleaned that. It's probably mixed in with all that ankeg.
That's true. And, various chips of crystal that have congealed to it.
Oh, it's gonna take us a while to get back
I would
there.
say you still know the target firsthand, so there isn't any. There's no
Okay, just
modifiers
checking.
to it or anything.
Okay.
But no, that's good to know. So yeah, the Earl doesn't work. When you check on Harley, you actually see this this kind of bluish tinted room. These gray cobblestoned staircase that leads down to a large stone rectangular coffin / sarcophagus kind of contraption.
It's a vampire.
That's all you see.
But you'll listen to it.
So I don't see her, I just see the sarcophagus?
Mm-hmm. It's closed.
Shit!
And you said Thurgood? When you try to do Thurgood, that doesn't go through.
Should have cut off his finger.
And I will tell you this: when you try to look at the Earl, when you look at the orb, that cloud, that white kind of gaseous, the vapors on the inside kind of swirl around themselves, and it's almost like it's trying to focus in, but every time it tries to focus in, it doesn't take hold. It almost like you've seen it where when something focuses, the clouds part and you can see into it. And as you're looking at the Earl, it looks like it wants to pull, but it can't. When you try to scry on Thurgood, it just continues to swirl and swirl. It doesn't ever try to pull. Almost
He has
like it can't.
He has a thing on his. He has that one necklace thing. That's why.
Yeah, I was seeing if he had taken it off yet.
He's probably never gonna take it off.
Well, he implied that he had snuck it out, that he's not supposed to have it.
Yeah, so he's probably never taking it off.
If he doesn't take it off, he can get busted with it. That's not going to be good for him.
Who knows?
Why is everything a caps lock?
Okay. All right.
All right.
That was it.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do besides a long rest on the train?
Copious amounts of hard drugs. Do we have any of those on us?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, if anybody Volt, he was the one hanging out with Bro.
Fair. I don't think.
Volt is our drug supplier.
I'll take some of that crystal he's got and just eat it.
Ooh, eating some crystal, eh?
Yeah, I won't actually do that because he won't give it to me, but that's about it.
All right. Was there anything else?
No. We do have to talk to Volt about his whole going off by himself thing, but I think we're just resting for right now.
I want to try to keep an eye on Frey as best I can.
Okay. You want to watch Frey?
As best I can, yeah.
Everybody wants to watch me. I'm kind of the new hotness.
Nah, I don't care. I'm asleep.
So Six passes out. Percy looks into her orb a couple times and then goes to sleep. Geo goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Anyone else doing anything? Volt, Frey, or Ilona?
I want to, like, when Frey falls asleep, I want to check on him.
Okay. Alright. Frey or Volt, you guys doing anything? Going to sleep? Okay.
Everyone's just going to sleep.
All right.
You fuck with the fucking mask again, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mess with the mask.
So as everyone just exhausted from your second day of Scavenger City, from towers to bot fights to fighting rock golems to just everything that's just collapsed on this day of plans of liberating the city to again tucking your tails between your legs and living to fight another day. This long silent train ride back through the mountains, and again, if you recall, it's rather dark. I mean, there are lights on the inside of the bullet train. There's not too many open expanses in here. It seems like a pretty straightforward shot of just movement. There is, again, think of it kind of like a subway, but a little bit larger in terms of it's able to carry some of the larger like rovers and your mech tanks and things like that. So it is a large subway kind of atmosphere where you can go from like car to car and things like that. Okay. So, just for clarification, no one's like taking watch or anything like that.
Staying up a little bit, but
I will
I'll
take a
first.
watch if someone makes.
I'm just asking.
go say Misfit can keep watch too, can't he?
I don't trust Misfit.
Well then,
I've got my warg machine next to me. It's just watching over my
I'm
way.
just sleeping.
I'll take first watch.
Oh,
No,
right,
I'll
Misfit.
take.
All right, cool.
I'm scrying on things anyway, so.
First of all, your warg machine, not so much a sentient creature, correct? It just kind of follows what you do. A
It's
little
got
bit, I guess.
Yeah, it's got a certain amount of sentience because it's the same as a fine
Okay.
steed sort of thing.
Right. You will notice now that there's been kind of a subtleness to the atmosphere now that you guys have a little bit of a time to rest. Go ahead and roll. I know it's going to sound really weird to do, but roll an animal handling check for your warg.
Yep.
Gonna run away in the middle of the night.
That's a 19 total.
Awesome. For the most part, all of your little contraptions. Actually, go ahead and roll an animal handling as well for Bubbles, if you wouldn't mind. I know it sounds weird, but just hear me out.
Uh, 16.
16. Yeah, as you guys have kind of settled into these kind of the cars and everything, Misfit and Warg actually seem to be really hitting it off. They're kind of like not necessarily. There's not a lot of room to play in here, but they are kind of like almost in a dog type fashion, kind of like the equivalent of like sniffing at each other, like kind of like sniffing around and walking in circles, trying to sniff each other's rears, I guess. But they seem to be hitting off pretty great. Bubbles and Homie as well. You see Bubbles and Homie's kind of like flying around. This is the first time that all these different kind of critters have actually had a moment to settle amongst themselves. And Misfit rolled a natural 20, so that's kind of cool. I rolled for him just because I wanted to roll for him. But yeah, everyone seems to be getting along great. As a side note, in terms of Misfit doing any kind of watch, after everything that's happened today, he is up Ilona's butt as well. He's not leaving her. So there's no watch for Misfit, if that makes sense. He's going to snuggle in there with her and everything like that. For Percy, the other thing that you want to do... Nope, that doesn't work. And go ahead and roll a perception check, Ilona, as you watch Frey creepily sleep.
I get a +1, so it's a 19.
19 total? What exactly are you looking for? Just overall, does he stop breathing or something, or?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if Veyron's gonna try to fuck with him when he's unconscious.
Okay. 19.
I know, it's so close to being great.
How long do you watch him for? That actually means a lot. technically. You know, you're over here reading a book, wait till he falls asleep, just kind of watch him for a minute and go to sleep, or what?
No, I'm gonna watch him for a couple hours, probably. At the very least.
Creepy.
At the very least.
Kinda fair though, all considered.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's super tempted to just take the hit of exhaustion and stay up all night.
Don't do that.
Tell him what you're doing.
What you doing? Will you sleep or will you be exhausted? Are you talking? We can't hear you.
We can't hear you!
I'm gonna be exhausted, which is a fucking dumbass decision. but-
No, don't do that.
I love it.
God damn it.
I love it.
It's great. Do
So,
it.
Volt's sleeping in his Volt armor. Percy's done all her scrying and goes to sleep. Styx is fucking passed out. Jill's passed out. Frey goes to sleep. Ilona's staying up all night to watch over everyone and, most importantly, look over Frey, right? Cool. What did you roll in perception? Was it 19? Cool. 19 total? I don't know. I'm reading your lips at this point because I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Cool. The one thing that you'll notice, since you are staying up all night, is that occasionally, say every like hour or so, a person just casually just walks through your car, kind of looks over everyone, sees that you're awake, and then walks off. And like another hour or two passes. Coming back the other way is the same guy. Kind of like a shortish human. Maybe mid to late teens.
Does he seem sketchy?
Kind of haphazardly dressed. You can roll an insight check if you like.
Roll a natural one.
That was a natural one. God damn it, crap.
Yeah.
He seems super nice.
Okay.
That's with your 19 perception, but that shitty insight roll. Just, I don't know, some guy walking in and out of here about every couple hours or so. He walks through the one time. A couple hours later, walks back through again. And right towards the end of the trip, we'll walk past through one more time.
I'm gonna try to grab him and talk to him. I'm just gonna be like, hey, hi.
Yeah?
Hi.
What? Yeah? Hello?
Sorry, what are you doing?
Just can't sleep. Seems like you're having the same problem.
Yeah, you know. Just super not tight. Do you want to sit down and talk since neither of us can sleep?
No, just I've been pacing for like a couple hours now. Now that he's standing here talking to you, you get a little bit more indication he's like, maybe 19, 20, something like that. Definitely a human. Has kind of mid-range hair, like almost to the shoulder length. And it's real kind of greased out. You haven't really been able to pick up too much since he's been walking back and forth. Has a very similar mustache to the one I'm wearing right now. So not creepy at all. And his clothes are, again, nothing in terms of like like noble clothes or anything. Just kind of some haphazard, basic leather coat. Basic pants.
Well, that's the point. You've been pacing for hours, so why don't you sit down? Just have a chat.
I don't know. I appreciate it. It's just
What if I play a game with you and I'll pull out one of the diamonds?
roll a persuasion check.
That's not bad. Persuasion? 24.
All right. I mean, what kind of game do you want to play?
Well, so
what
how
games
about
do you
this?
know?
How about this? I will reach
Are we
into
playing
my
for that
bag of...
diamond? Like, are we betting? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, no, well, so hold on. I'm going to explain. I'm going to reach
Is
into
that
my
real?
bag. Yes, it's real.
Can I see it?
You can see it, but I have to hold your other hand so you don't try to run away.
Okay.
It's a diamond. I'm not going to let you run off with it.
Why do I just met you 5 seconds ago. I don't know if it's a shiny rock. I don't know. Just.
She's learning.
Alright, looks like.
It's because it is a diamond. I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding, and I'm gonna pull out an ace of spades that I bought from a little gnomish man.
Wow, that's like so long ago.
I've been waiting for the moment, and this is it.
Holy shit! All right, I have to.
What if? Oh, I'll tell you exactly what it does. It is an ace of spades that whenever I hide it anywhere on my body, it reappears in my right sleeve.
Got it. Right. Got it. Yep.
So, if you're able to find this ace of spades, you get the diamond.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to, just like, whoo.
Okay.
Make it disappear somewhere.
All right.
Okay.
That's it?
Actually, no, not it. If you win, if you guess where it is,
yeah,
then I give you the diamond. If you lose, you have a 15-minute conversation with me.
And all I gotta do is just guess where the card is. I get a diamond out of this.
It's all you have to do. Here, I'm gonna pull out. Do I have like cups or bowls or something that I can like?
I mean, Jill has like kitchenware in his like backpack. If you want to go through that,
just go diving through.
No, that's gonna be too loud. No, I'm just going to.
What do you have in your bag? I don't know what you have in your bag.
So here's the deal. I'll take this card. You can watch me. I'm going to hide it on my person.
Okay.
As sneakily as I can, and then you try to guess where it is.
That's it.
That's it. That's the whole jig.
Go ahead and roll a deception check, because he's going to insight that.
It's not a deception. I'm not lying. That's the thing. I'm going to put the thing in the place and then...
All right, so roll a persuasion check then.
Well, that's cocked. Well, okay. That's... 21.
Just got to guess where the card is.
Just have to guess where the card is.
He does one of those things where he's still, even though he's standing there, and very questioning what the fuck is going on right now, he just does one of these, like, kind of like plops down onto the ground in like a crisscross applesauce right in front of you.
Right. So, watch carefully.
And I don't need to put anything up. This is just...
No, all I want is
diamond
conversation.
or a conversation.
I'm bored out of my mind. I just want to talk, man.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, go. Go ahead. Alright, so I'm watching the card. That card. Got it.
This card.
Got it.
Right. And I'm just going to start, like, switching hands with it and, like, weaving it around everywhere. And I'm going to, like, try to tuck it in my back coat pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, the back of my coat.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Go ahead and make a performance check. Just because you're flailing your hands around.
It's not terrible. 13?
It looks like you kind of cockeyed. And, okay, just hold still, I guess. And just kind of reaches over back behind, like, your coat area. What? And he kind of like sits up a little bit and looks over and like...
While he's not paying attention, I want to slide it from my right sleeve to my left sleeve.
Okay. He's like looking... go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. So he's like looking with advantage because he's not looking. So he's looking down through your shirt and he's like, okay, wait, this is getting weird. I don't want to like look down your shirt.
Yeah, no, don't look down my shirt.
I don't understand. Where the hell's the card
No,
at?
don't look down my shirt. It's all bloody and scarred. I rolled a 19 on my sleight of hand.
All right, cool.
Ray shifts slightly angrily in his sleep.
You successfully move it from the right to the left hand. He sits back down. I don't get it. What? Where is it?
Oh, you were so close. sorry, telling you where it is isn't actually part of the game. But now we're going to play a game part 2. I'll ask you a question, and you tell me honestly, and then you can ask me a question.
Wait. I thought I was supposed to find the thing, get the diamond, you show me where it is.
No, that's the game.
What, did you just destroy the card?
No, I didn't destroy the card. Is that the question you want to start your game part 2 off with? Is where I hid the card?
What's going on? I don't like this game.
Well, it's too late. You already played. You have a 15-minute conversation. So I'm going to ask you a question. You answer honestly, and then you ask me a question, and I answer honestly, and then we just gradually get to know each other, and we become friends. Isn't that a fun game?
What's your question?
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Well, first question. What is your name?
Elad.
Elad. That is such a nice name. That's very close to my name.
Do I get to ask the question now, or how does this work?
Yes.
Oh, there's a question.
Yes,
Let us do it again.
Yes, no, you did. You just asked a question. That's exactly how it's done. So, like you just did, you asked your question, and I answered honestly. The answer is yes. Whenever I'm done asking you my question, then you get to ask me yours. So the answer is yes, which is honest. So now it's my turn again. What exactly are you doing on the train?
Try and get the hell out of the city.
Oh, I don't blame you. What a dreadful city, am I right?
That's your question. You already
Well, yes,
asked so now you asked
I
two
already asked.
questions.
Well, no, you don't have to answer the last part. It was more of like a. It's not a question a rhetorical question is what it is, you know.
I'm not sure you understand how this game works. You just made this up. I feel like.
No, I understand exactly how this game works because I'm the one that made it up. So it's your turn
So
to
you
ask the
did
question
make it
now.
up.
All games are made up.
See, now I just asked a question.
No, you didn't.
Did I?
Now you did. So it's my turn again.
Shit. Okay.
So
But
why
then you
do
just
you want
asked the
to
question
get?
about the other question, so it's my turn again.
No, that's not. It was a rhetorical question.
He kind of sits back. Just ask the damn question. What?
So my question is, why are you leaving Scavenger City?
Well, I don't know how familiar you are with Scavenger City. God forbids I ask a question to ask you that, so I won't. However, let's just say I got in some bad ways with some worse people. And a little bit of gambling. That's
Is he being truthful?
roll an insight check.
Insight. Natural 1.
Very wrong. It's a natural 20, so total of. What is my insight? Oh, that's 21.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
Why are you leaving the city?
Oh, just want to get out.
Let's get an insight check that.
That's the same answer that he gave me, and she does want to get out, so she's not being deceitful.
This guy just rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
Ooh.
That's great.
Roll your silly lie or whatever.
So you're just. I forget whose turn it is. Your turn or my turn for a question?
It's my turn, actually. So, what are you going to do when you get out?
Sorry, just want to make a note. I don't know, really. I haven't really thought that far ahead. I'm not too much of a, next step thinker. My steps are usually, whatever's coming next. It's actually kind of why I couldn't sleep. I was actually trying to figure that out, what to do once I get off this freaking train.
All right, it's your turn.
Do you know all of these people? As he points around to everyone in the car.
Yes.
They just seem a little weird.
Yes.
I mean, that wasn't a question. That was actually just more of a statement. That was just...
Oh, I know. That's how conversation works. I can answer it even if it's not a question.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Are you traveling with anyone?
No, it's just me.
Insight
Go
check.
ahead and roll an insight check. This is a game of insights.
Alright, I'll be right back.
17.
It seems that he's not necessarily telling the truth about being alone. I mean, he might be traveling with someone. He didn't really necessarily answer that question very forthright, if that makes sense. You get the idea that maybe he might be bending the truth a little bit on that one.
It's your turn to ask a question.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you do realize that is a large crocodile thing laying in the corner. You're with that thing.
Yes.
As he points over
do
to
you
the shield.
Do you want to know something about that large crocodile?
Sure.
All right. He's
crocodile.
very... Well, no.
Okay.
Just let me explain it.
All right.
He's very, very strong.
Okay.
And he's very good at telling when people are lying. He's been teaching me some things.
Uh-huh.
Definitely don't want to be on his bad side. You know, God's forbid that you, and let's just say hypothetically, some other people decided to attack us. I don't think it would end well for you.
What? Who said anything about attacking anyone? I was just walking through the car. You wanted to play a game, and now you're accusing me of what?
No,
Attacking
I was
who?
just saying hypothetically. Not saying that you're going to attack us, because that would be ridiculously stupid. Because if you did want to get away from the city and start a new life, we could actually help you a lot. If you wanted.
How would you do that?
We know people in a lot of places. Good, honest people. But they will only take good, honest people. And I'll tell you, a lot of them are a lot scarier than my crocodile friend over there.
At about this time, you hear the door open from the direction that he was. So we went past you this way, and then went past you this way, and was continuing to go past you back the way you originally came when you stopped him. And from the direction of which he was walking, enters another person. And you see... What's your passive perception, unless you'd like to look?
I do want to look.
Alright, go ahead and roll a perception check.
That's cocked. Oh, that's good. That's good. Perception. That's a dirty 20. Because I rolled a 19.
This is a female character. Similar in age. 18, 19, 20, somewhere in that general range. A human female. Enters the car that you guys are in, and you notice that when she walks in, she looks around the room and looks down towards Elad, and you said a dirty 20, right? She doesn't necessarily stop, but she does kind of look down at him first, and then looks over at you and continues to walk down through the other end of the car.
Does she leave?
Yeah. She goes out the other
I'll wait till she leaves. Man, she looked like she knew you. Do you know her?
I don't know who that was. She probably just can't sleep either. This doesn't count as a question. Is it my turn or not? Well, you technically just asked the question.
So it's your turn, yes.
Okay, alright. Wow. This is terrible. I didn't even ask what your name was. What is your name? You said it was like mine? Okay, so what is your name? Did you forget, or
No,
are
no,
you
I
thinking
didn't.
of what your name is?
Well, no, it's just I'm trying to decide if I should give you, like, my full name, which is sort of a tongue twister, if I should just give you my nickname. You know what? You can just call me Sparkplug.
Okay. Okay.
Here's
wow.
the thing.
This has been a lot of fun. Sparkplug. Are we at the? I don't know how to tell time necessarily.
Yeah,
I
no,
feel like we're kind of
we're
at the end of this, or are we good? I guess you get
almost,
one more
almost.
question, or how does this work?
So, here's the thing. I like you. I think you seem like a nice guy, and I really do believe that you want to start a new life. But I don't know if you're going about it the right way, so I will give you one chance. If you know anything about anyone trying to hurt me and my friends, and you tell me, I will give you, and I'm gonna kind of slide forward the diamond and pull out another one. 2 of these. But in order to receive them, me and my friends have to make it well outside of the station with you. They're worth 200 gold. It's plenty to start a new life.
A piece?
No.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage, Ilona.
Natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Plus.
It's a 2 and a natural 20. Plus 6, so 26.
Does a real hard, long stare sitting across from you. This whole time, Misfit's been like his version of sleeping, kind of just like in your lap, as most dogs do, kind of head on the lap.
Yep.
All right, can I? All right. Let me get this straight, though. Are we done? Are we still playing the question game? Can I ask questions, or how does this work? Do I ask questions? Or
We're
do I keep
so
going?
far beyond games at this point, you can just talk to me. We're friends now.
So if I get this straight, you're gonna give me these 2 diamonds, as long as you and your friends get off the train safely.
Off the train and away from the platform safely.
He's gonna reach over, pick up the diamonds, kind of like roll them around his hand a couple times, look at them. He looks back over his shoulder towards the direction of where that female character walked back through. Okay, listen, I don't know how else to really say this. I don't know how much time I have, but there are some people on this train that want to kill you and all of your friends, and I was sitting here to kind of scout it out and see, but we thought we were just going to take you all out in your sleep, but you've been awake this whole time, and I don't really know what to do. I'm new at this. I'm just new to these people. I don't really want to like be here, and they're like making me feel like the scouting thing, and I don't even know what's going on. And as he's saying all this, you hear the door behind open.
Nope. I'm gonna push him back.
And
I'm gonna pull out the ace of spades. It was in my left sleeve the whole time. Can you believe it? I've been working on that trick for forever. Oh, I can't believe that. I thought you just seemed like such an observant and like really smart fellow, you know?
Roll a performance check to see if he gets what you're picking up, what you're putting down.
This is gonna be clutch if it does.
Oh, that's not bad. 18.
As you do all that, he hears the door behind him and feels you as you push him back. Goes, "Oh man! Oh, how did you do that? That is super impressive."
I know, right? It's such a fun game.
I don't know how magic works. Is that magic? Did you do like real magic? As she continues to walk by, make another perception check.
Okay. Let's go. 18.
You notice, as you did before, she continues to walk past, not stopping, but definitely looks down at him as they kind of meet eyes for a second, and she looks at you and continues just to walk through. Doesn't skip a beat, but does kind of look down curiously, just as a passerby. Goes
All right,
into
so
the other car.
she's gone. I'm gonna pull him back close. Okay, so do you know how many there are?
Huh? What?
Do you know how many?
Not really.
Let's start with this. How many approached you?
Just like maybe 10? 10 total?
10 total. How often did they send you to walk through the car?
I was just supposed to keep walking back and forth until you fell asleep, but you didn't fall asleep.
Okay, no, that's great. Let's see. Let me think. Has it been a full rest at this point?
So, by the way, your 19 perception check on Frey would have happened before all this went down.
Yeah.
The only thing you really would have noticed as you were watching him sleep before this kid came into the car was that occasionally it looks like you could swear Frey stops breathing, but then continues to breathe again.
Ugh.
Just occasionally, not.
No way, that's a problem.
No pattern to it. Just more sporadic than anything. It happens all maybe a few times through the course of these couple hours from that 19. But fast forwarding back to here now, listen, these people, I kind of roped into this. I wasn't really lying before about the whole gambling thing. I really do need to get the hell out of the city. And these guys are like, hey, come with us. And we're like this group, and all we gotta do, we gotta take out these guys that are on the thing. And I'm like, I don't even really know what's going on.
No, I think
I'm not like an attacker killer person or anything like that.
No. You're doing a great job. You're just trying to survive. I completely understand.
I'm gonna die. These people are gonna kill me now.
No, you're not going to die because you know why? We're a bunch of fucking heroes, and we're gonna save your ass, and we're gonna send you on to new horizons, buddy, and it's gonna be fine.
No one said anything about a freaking crocodile guy. Like, what the hell is that all about?
He's actually really, really nice once you get to know him. He might threaten you and say you look delicious, but it's totally fine. He's got a ring on, so he won't eat organic things. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. So here's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is you're going to stay in here and act like you're being held captive by me. I'm basically just forcing you to entertain me, all right? So, has it been a long rest yet?
It's again, this is nearing towards the end of this 6-hour train ride.
Yeah.
That he would have came back through. So through the course of this 15-20 minute long conversation, you would guesstimate there's probably about another maybe 10-15 minutes before we're docking into the station.
Okay. Right. So I have a plan.
She's one of them, obviously. Like, you could definitely tell that, right? Okay.
Obviously, she's super sketchy. She looks like a totally bad person. Here's what we're going to do.
Super hot, but also super creepy, dangerous, and I'm not messing with that. And I'm pretty sure they probably know the jig's up because I'm not a very good liar or anything like that.
No. You've been doing great. No, it's totally fine. So here's what we're going to do. All right, you're going to just sort of keep an eye on the door. All right, and if you see them coming, let me know. Right? Okay. I'm going to grab him by the shoulders. We got this. We're going to get you out, all right?
No, we don't. This is a bad idea. I should probably go back or something at this point.
Believe in yourself!
She's already seen me now.
I'm going to give him like a little slap on the face. Believe in yourself!
Okay, all right.
Okay, so I'm gonna let him go, and I'm gonna go start like very quietly waking everyone up. And I'm just gonna like, shh, okay. And then whenever I get to Percy, I'm gonna wake her up, and I'm gonna say, Percy, do you still have that bomb?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I was sort of saving it. Why?
What?
I think now might be the time to use it. See, my friend over there, and I'm going to point to him. Oh, actually, quick question. Hold on. I'm going to go to him real quick. Yeah, sorry. Are there civilians in that car too?
I don't know. There's people up and down. What is...
You know what? It's fine. There's nobody in the car with us, right?
No, it's just you guys in this car.
Perfect. All right. Here's what we're going to do. All right. Just keep watch. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Percy. So my friend over there.
What am I watching for? What are you talking about? Keep watching.
Look for the hot girl to come back. Okay, if she starts coming back, then let me know.
All right, I'll roll a perception check. Go ahead, continue.
I don't know what that means, Percy. Okay, so surprise! They were planning an ambush, and my friend over there was supposed to sort of keep watch on us. I stayed up all night, which actually turned out to be a good thing. I'm running on coffee right now, but that's beside the point. So the point is, like I said, giggles in our sleep, but I didn't fall asleep, so that never actually happened. But my friend over here told me that there were about at least like 10 people in the car behind us. So what I'm thinking is that we all get up now, we go to the next car, we have him tell them that, you know, we're asleep or something. And then when they come in, we throw the bomb in and blow it up, and then we can just run the rest of the way down the track with our mounts.
How big of an explosion do I think that this will cause?
If I'm not mistaken, it was 19d6 and 2d10.
Yes. So is that like
Dear Lord.
is that like
That's a big boom.
That's we know
That's a
that.
6-second timer too.
Do I think that is like collapse a tunnel strong, or
That's stronger than 2 fireballs.
Yeah, yeah.
That's more
big.
damage than my
It's
level
pretty big.
18 rogue does on a standard hit.
But is that like will blow up the entire train? I just want to know how much collateral damage so I can tell her how bad an idea this is.
I'm talking about like 66 and 2d10.
Are we supposed to be the good people? We'd rather blow up a civilian train?
Look, I mean, trains have been bad for us, okay?
All
Best
vehicles
just
are
to
bad.
eliminate
No.
trains from the equation.
No more vehicles. Only horses and maybe boats.
we got to rule them all out.
So are we trying to be Gary right now?
Oh no.
No. The
That's what it
bomb
sounds
I
like.
made is actually very powerful. There was a risk that it could have taken down that whole tower.
Okay, well, can you make it smaller or something?
Not in the next few minutes, no.
Okay, well, think, Percy, because we have to find a way to destroy the people that are after us without hurting any of the civilians, but detaching the car so that we can make a run for it on the mounts and they can't catch up.
Are you waking
They've
everyone
been-
else up, or just Percy so far?
Yeah, I'm
Been coming through, right?
They've been coming through.
I'm gonna magnetize the doors.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep them from being able to open them.
Okay, how
do you
would you
do
like
that?
to do that?
Well, I've got the lodestones and stuff for my electric bombs. I'm gonna use that to just magnetize them shut.
Okay. Okay, actually, I think that would just roll a tinker's check just for the shits and giggles of it.
Can I assist her by giving the magnets more of a charge?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think that would
yes,
just
please.
work.
Can I assist her by slam? No.
By putting your own lock on the door?
Straight or
Oh no, I was just
damage?
gonna bend him off the hinge.
That might also
But
work.
that's
or
actually a really
advantage?
bad idea. It could be loud. So
Kyle, straight roll or advantage?
Oh, with guidance.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You'd have
Yeah,
advantage.
Volt is helping
guidance?
and he's giving you guidance.
Tinker 21. Not fantastic, but could be worse.
I mean, probably good enough for magnets, like...
Yeah, considering
Magnet's strong enough to stop people from opening the door?
yeah, I'm just making it so that the door is magnetized to the wall,
Oh.
essentially.
Oh, wait! Oh, shit! Oh, hold on. Hold on. No.
Leave.
Wait.
I don't have that spell anymore, never mind. I was gonna just do Arcane Lock, but I can't.
I mean, that could have worked too. You feel with your lodestones there that perhaps you are able to, as you kind of give the door a little jostle to see if it opens, it feels pretty secure actually.
So I'm going to do that on both doors, just in case there's people on both sides of the train.
All right.
There, they can't get in. I'm not blowing up the place and wasting perfectly good bomb.
Can we get out?
Well, that's great, but we still only have 15 minutes. We have to figure out how to get out of here without anything killing us. Also, he's coming with us just momentarily until we get further enough out of the city. I'm going to pay him. He's going to go his own way. It's totally fine.
Are we out of the tunnel? Or are we still in the tunnel?
Still in the tunnel.
Okay.
Now, are these where the train cars have like doors in the sides, or is it only you get out from between the cars?
One more time with that.
for the doors to get out of the train cars, is it only you get out between the cars, or is it like at the end of the car in the wall there's a door?
Gotcha. All right, so to get from car to car is the doors that you already magnetized, but there's two sizes to the train cars. There's regular ones just for people, and there's also some of the bigger ones which are for carrying cargo, much like yours. So you guys are a much larger car. It's probably about maybe like 15, 20 feet tall. There's a lot of room in here, since you guys only have yourselves in the mech things. This is more or less for like if someone was bringing like a rover or even like a smaller like tank. You think maybe like even the rig could probably fit in here. You guys would be a little more squinched, but you can still fit it.
So we can still get out though. That's the point.
Yeah. There's a side door to your car.
Yeah.
Does the train ever leave the tunnel before it docks at the station?
I don't think it does. I think it's already inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You guys actually went into the mountain when you originally came to the train car itself.
Wait.
Did she wake us all up?
If they have an ambush on the platform, first of all, it would be rather foolish. Second of all, I can threaten to use the bomb because, like I said, it's rather powerful. I'm pretty sure none of these people want to die. I don't think that they will care. I don't think they will want to die.
I'm gonna look at the door that leads outside, like to the platform or whatever. Is it locked?
The side door that's on the side of the car?
Correct.
No, that's not locked.
All right, I'll open it up.
You technically have 3 doors right now. One on each side and one on the long side that opens.
All right, so I'll open it up to where I think the platform is and get the horses ready to, so we can just run out once we get out.
Is the tunnel like perfectly next to the train, or is there space between?
When you get to the docking area, you recall that there is actually a very large open cavern to this area for everyone to get out all at once. When you guys are in the tunnels, it is just a fucking tunnel. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Hey, everyone, get on a horse since we're gonna be leaving really fast.
Yeah, if we get to the point where it's open, we can all jump out at the same time. I can make sure we don't take damage when we land.
Well, we can probably just wait until the platform's there, and then we can just go as soon as it's slowing down.
Speaking of which, as you guys are having this conversation, everyone starts to wake up. You actually see lights on both sides of the rail car and in front of you as you exit the tunnels into the open cavern. You see the expanse open up around you from the side windows, and the train slowly starts to come to a stop. And as it stops, you are probably about midway through. You guys aren't in one of the end cars. It kind of goes like this, where the end cars are more for people, and then it goes like people, bigger cargo, bigger cargo, bigger cargo. So it's like a weird inverted worm. It's like fat in the middle and skinny on the ends.
All right.
So you guys are towards one of the middle cars, and as the train comes to a stop. Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh no! Ah, they're coming! They're coming! It's all of them! And he points down the hallway, and that's. That's where we're gonna pick it up next time. That's where we're gonna pick it up next time. That's where we're gonna pick it up next time. That's where we're gonna pick it up next time.
I would have really loved that long rest all the way, but oh well.
No, you still get a long rest.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that now.
2-hour short rest, 6-hour long rest. You're good. As you guys are just woken up to the sounds of this train car slowing to a halt, and as the train cars finally make their, Elad starts to yell out, "Oh god, they're all coming down! Oh, I see them!" He rolled an 18. He rolled an 18, so you guys actually have a little bit of a heads up of they're coming down the hallway.
So
good, as it should be.
Are we gonna run or are we gonna fuck them up?
Fuck them up.
I don't know. We'll find out next time, guys. So, son of a bitch, what a good session. All right. Anyway, we'll close this out because I know we went a little over the 12:30 mark, but I want you guys to finish that up. I almost stopped it right where it says, I wish I would have. It would have been fun. Alona goes, Percy, don't you still have that bomb? I would have ended right there, but you guys kept going. I didn't want to stop. So anyway, we'll pick up here next time, next Tuesday. Thanks everyone for watching. This is Fates and Fables, Gearhearts Rising. We play 9:30 Eastern time on Tuesday nights. And thanks everyone for bring your friends, stop on by. This is an awesome group. You guys are fantastic, and we'll see what happens next time here as the bullet train makes its way into the docking station. Fantastic. All right, let me stop this, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.